Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dwyer Stadium. Today's matchup, Batavia Muckdogs hosting the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. They're heading into their fourth game of the season. So far, both these teams come in at a 2-1 record. Batavia, just earlier this week, on May 31st, lost while hosting the Olean Oilers 10-7. We're able to sweep the Elmira Pioneers while visiting and having them at home. Jamestown, on the other end, was able to play, had the pleasure of playing the Oilers 3 times, in which they first hosted at home. They won 13-3, went away, won 14-6, and then also faced a similar fate to the Muckdogs, losing 11-1. So both these teams coming off the loss, trying to change that record and stay above 500. It's just a question of who, but we'll get back to that in just a moment. But let's go over things. Jarrett, again, my name is Grayson Natale. I'll be your play-by-play commentator. Alongside me, Jarrett Campbell. Jarrett, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. I'm excited for tonight.
I am too. We have an interesting matchup on all sides. It's going to be firing on all cylinders heading into things. And on that, we'll jump to the opening lineup for today's game. So let's start things off for the Muckdogs. Looking at number 1 spot, Jalen David, followed by Jalen Roque and Glenn Brooks. On the opposite side, Grant Moore, Blake Herman, and Caleb Jordan for Tarp Skunks. For the Muckdogs, following that up, Cooper Romick, Braden I, Evan Brock, and Miles Manel. For Tarp Skunks, Eric Weeks, Heath Fetchick, Jackson Enders, and Nate Muncie. Continuing things off, Muckdogs, again, Luke Rybinski, Michael Wilhan, and Jeremy Ramos. Tarp Skunks, Branson Linquist, Anthony Tromer, and Matthew Dumas. For the pitching, for the Muckdogs, opening things up, Jake Sliz, and for the Tarp Skunks, McLean Zach. So tonight, it's going to be interesting. Again, we've seen Jake, did I say Jack, Jarrett? I might have, but we'll go back to it. Jake Sleaze opening things up for his first start. He did appear in the first game for the Muckdogs during their pitching rotation, where we did see 5 pitchers. So we saw a lot of faces, but he has had time to prepare, so they're going to be leaning on him heading into this game, given the little hiccup that they may have experienced playing the Oilers just a few days ago. Jerry, you got anything to add to that?
And Grayson, Jake has got to start the tone up early. He is going against 3 batters in the top of the first that are absolutely hot right now. Moore, Herman, and Jordan, all 3 being 500 average hitters. In this first inning, he could really set the tone if he goes in and puts up a 0.
Really could, really could. And on the opposite side for the Tarp Skunks, Zach McLean, he's going to be looking to do the same thing in those terms. On the pitching staff, they were obviously off in their first 2 games with the 2 wins, holding them to just combined 9 runs. Definitely would look to improve that, but at the same time, last one, allowing 11 runs. So they're looking for a change of pace, I could tell you that easily. McLean has made an appearance, having a 2.7 ERA in his one other game start. So he has had an experience over 3.1 innings, allowing 2 hits, 2 runs scored, but 3 walks on the same time. But we'll get into a moment. And Jarrett, this is your time once more. We're going to go through the talking points of today's game.
All right, so first things first, they got to clean up the defense. Yesterday, they lost the game because of pass balls and errors. It wasn't because of their bats. It wasn't because of their pitching. They got runs early, and they couldn't come back from it. Gets hits early. Last game, in the first few innings, they tried working the counts, and it didn't work. Once it got to the later innings, they started hitting the ball, and they were actually having runners in scoring position. Finding a pitching rhythm. Jake Sliz needs to come in early and set the tone. It helps get the momentum going. It gets your batters into some confidence, and it gets this crowd going. And then continue pressure. They need to keep these innings going where there are runners in scoring position every inning so they can come in and try to make a play.
I couldn't agree more. They need to get some things fixed up for Jamestown, and I definitely think with that break, they have all these things planned out. They were able to focus in on these, and they're going to get things working here. Right now, though, we can see on the field occurring is the opening lineup for your Batavia Muckdogs. As they go through that, we're going to just wait one moment for a special announcement. But until then, like we said, Jarrett, looking for a lot of change of paces for both these teams. They need to improve on all cylinders. Like we've always said, early start to the season. They're always looking to improve, always places that you can. And they've definitely had time to focus on that. But here we go as we step away from keys to victory and our talking points. Me personally, as the broadcaster for the Batavia Muckdogs, I would like to make a very special shout out for someone that I know. If I could get this to work, if everyone else could bear with me. It is my mother's birthday, so happy birthday, Mom. I hope you had a good one. I love you. I hid your number because I think you'd prefer it that way. But I love you, miss you. I wish I could be with you. But happy birthday, Mom, from this booth up here at Dwyer Stadium. But for now, we're going to have to get back to things here for the broadcast. Love you, Mom, though.
Felt good, didn't it, Grayson?
It did. All right, but let's roll back to things here. We'll send it down to the field as they announce the opening lineup, and we'll be back nearing the first pitch for more baseball from your Batavia Muckdogs. welcome back, everyone, to Dwyer Stadium. We are just moments away from the first pitch, so we see some of our community participating in that as well. But right now, Muckdogs taking the field here. So we will take a quick look at your Batavia defense. So for the Batavia Muckdogs, right now, starting out on the mat, as noted, Jake Sliz. His catcher, Cooper Romick. Out at first, Jalen Roque. Second, Michael Wheelahan. And at third, Evan Brock. Rounding out things at shortstop, Miles Bunnell. For your outfield, left fielder, Jeremy Ramos. Center field, Glenn Brooks. And right field, Jalen David. And then, of course, you can't forget designated hitter being Braden I, and your extra hitter, Luke Rybczynski, for tonight. Starting things up for the Tarp Skunks, we'll look over right now for the player up to bat that will be in the box. That will be Grant Moore. On deck, Blake Herman. And in the hole, Caleb Jordan. So again, we thank you for joining us on this beautiful afternoon here in Batavia. It's a warm 77 degrees. Not looking too much wind, a little bit, but mostly gust. This Dwyer Stadium hosts No Farm, No Food night here, so a lot of farm-themed activities here. Again, fans, we remind you, season tickets are on sale right now. Come be a part of the Muckdogs Mafia. Season tickets have a no-waste policy, starting at just $99. Call 585-524-2260 to get your seats today, or come to the window at Dwyer Stadium for general admission as well. But again, quite the environment here. We have a very packed crowd here, Jarrett, I'd say so. So I'd say they're definitely going to be a big part of influencing today's game, where we're just seconds away from getting things going.
Right, and going back to like the season tickets that you mentioned, Muckdogs fans, you are missing out. There's an event basically every single game. Tons of opportunity for some fun here in Batavia.
And here we go. Batavia baseball for today is underway. Again, reminder, Grant Moore in the box for your Tarp Skunks. On the mound, Jake Sliz. And his first pitch going to be high and outside the box for ball one. You heard that, I just got doubted by our PA announcer. Google said 77, he said 75, so we don't know who's right, but one of us is. Second pitch. That one's going to go low for ball number two. Jake Sliz standing at 6'5", 185-pound sophomore, left-handed pitcher from Alfred State. So again, one of the many left-handed pitchers on this Muckdogs team as he winds up in the delivery. That one, gonna go for a strike. So 2-1 count. Sliz returns for his second season with the Muckdogs after making 11 appearances in his previous campaign, logging 19.2 innings while posting a 1.83 ERA. As that one goes foul behind him with 25 strikeouts. Or no, that one, they're going to say he made contact on the attempt for the check swing, so he's going to take his base. So not exactly what he wanted to go for there is that one. And here we have a challenge, because that's what I was saying. I was confused here. I thought he was the one swinging, so I thought that was a clear foul ball, but no, it went to the walk. And of course, Skips is already out there, and he doesn't want that either. He wants that strike going for a foul ball, so we'll see. And they're going to grant him the walk here, and Skip's still not happy, and he does not want to let that go. And from the booth here, I do agree, but you know, Chair, we're Muckdogs fans up here, so we're going to agree with whatever goes in our favor. But at the same time, I guess that's how it gets described.
And you never really want to have a runner at first and at your first at bat, especially being a hit by pitch. So Skip had every right to go out and try to challenge the call. It was just very unlucky that he didn't get that call.
Couldn't agree more. Now to plate, Blake Herman. shortstop for the Tarp Skunks. Pitch there, and that's going to be a strike. So it gets ahead in the count here. So like you said, Jarrett, just nothing you want to see on the first at bat on defense. You don't want a guy on first, especially in that kind of way. Kind of just not gut-wrenching is that one. High and outside. Good snag by the catcher for the Muckdogs, Cooper Romick. But again, just you never want that situation. And also that was kind of a, in your mind for a pitcher, a lousy way to give up a runner onto your bases.
Right, exactly. And this is also the 3 hot batters right now, 400 averages for each. Starting off with getting a hit by pitch is not a good start, especially in this part of their lineup.
As that one goes for a ball, 2-1 count. And here we have the steal and the throw-out attempt. That one goes high. Great snag, though, by Miles Manell to get behind there and prevent that ball from going out into the outfield. So I think I could also see from that throw, I had to hold my breath there. I saw that one was going to be high. Steal attempt is successful for Grant Moore, but could have been a lot worse for the Muckdogs if it wasn't for the glove of Miles Manell. 3-1 count after that ball, and that one going to be fouled off over towards the batting cages. And that one going to go to the grass field for Youngster to have. But now the count moves full. First time today. This is a deciding payoff pitch for Herman. Moore standing on second. Here's the delivery, the payoff. That one sent down over to left field, and that one also goes into foul territory down the left field side. Had my left and rights and my mind mixed up there for a second. Had to think about that. You could definitely hear that one on the broadcast, but I'll have to hold my hands out like this and be able to determine my left and rights, but I'll be a little more quicker on my feet. But that one, foul territory. So 3-2, we'll do it one more time. The payoff. That one gonna be outside, and Blake Herman will go for a walk as well. Right now, stepping into the box, Caleb Jordan, third baseman for the Tarp Skunks, wearing number 38. So right now, Tarp Skunks trying to be aggressive early. The hit by pitch followed by the walk. Has 2 runners on. And that one dropped, and it's going to be a throw out here, and that one's going to go high. Was able to make the catch, but off the bag. So runners advance one more space off the drop catch. And right now, 2 runners sit in scoring position early for the Tarp Skunks. No outs. So after the ball, the count is 1-0. Caleb Jordan. Caleb Jordan right now, 308 average. That one sent high over to right field. It's shallow, though. And here's the tag up. No tag goes. That would have been a good throw from right field had he gone. Stays held up. It was shallow. And that one's going to make the first out for your Batavia Muckdogs. Eric Weeks. Now, number 6, designated hitter, is now in the box for the Tarp Skunks. So with the 1 out, had the chance to do the tag out and just a simple fly out. You still can do that given it's a 1 out situation. Definitely Tarp Skunks looking to score off 2 runners being in scoring position. We'll see what Jake Sliz has to say about that. The pitch here, and that one goes over the plate for strike 1, so 0-1. Right now, according to my notes, this is one thing you always have to do as a broadcaster is do your research. From what I can do, see that Eric Weeks is a fielder. I don't think he's made a hitting debut, so I believe this is his first plate appearance for the season. Unless the stat sheet that I printed off their website is wrong. But other than that, he'll give it his best shot here. 1-1 count. 1 out. Pitch here, and that one going to be fouled off behind him, so count moves 1-2. Jake Sliz looking to save detrimental position he is currently sitting in after the hit by pitch and walk. Again on deck, Heath Fetchick and Jackson Enders to round things out in the hole. A little quick discussion between pitcher and catcher. Just want to make sure that they can get Weeks out here on a quick one pitch. See what he delivers. What are you thinking, Jarrett? Are you thinking fastball, off speed, curveball, anything in the bag?
I think you try to get him with a fastball and see where he swings. If he fouls it off, then you.
That one hit up shallow in the shortstop. It's going to be grabbed by Manel, and that one, it's over the glove of the first baseman, and that's going to bring in a runner. So little throw that's just a little too high for Jalen Roque to snag, and that one is going to bring in the first score for this game for the Tarp Skunks' favor. They jump out 1-0. Blake Herman was able to advance there. He's now on third. And that one's going to go for a base hit RBI off the error throw. So, Tarp Skunks take advantage. And they jump out quick here. 1-0. That pitch off the steal attempt. That one is going to sneak out in the center field. And here comes the runner in for the Tarp Skunks. And the throw to third is also going to go past the third baseman, Evan Brock. So just not what you want to see for the Muckdogs. Just an unfortunate turn of events, back to back to back. It's just, again, there, a steal attempt from Weeks to get on second. The throw is going to go on the center field, and it's going to bring in Blake Herman off that, and Eric Weeks then gets to advance the third off the error throw to second off the steal attempt. So Eric Weeks now currently sitting on third. Herman and Moore in for the score, so the score currently stands 2-0, or 2-0, excuse me. But the count sits 0-2 for the Muckdogs. The pitch here, and that one fouled off the right baseline. We'll do it again. 1 out for the Muckdogs.
And Grayson, he was a little early on that off speed there. I'm expecting maybe a fastball here to kind of catch him off guard, seeing as he was early on that slider.
So right now for the Muckdogs, again, one thing that they seem to need to be working on is first few innings. If we look back, first game, Elmira able to jump out early against them. They didn't let them do that in the second game, but the Oilers did so again just a few days ago. So that one goes for strike 3, and the Muckdogs are 1 out away from wrapping things up here.
And did you see that, Grayson? That looked like a little bit of a fastball catching him off guard a little bit there.
And that's what they needed right now is Jackson Enders, number 7, second baseman for the Tarp Skunks, takes on the box. So Eric Weeks still stranded out there on third. They're looking to bring him in. Muckdogs hoping to minimize the damage here. It's that one. Sent shallow line drive over to Michael Wheelahan, and he makes a quick snag there, and that's one pitch and another out. So 3 outs, and that will bring us to the middle of the first. Score currently 2-0 in Jamestown's favor. We'll be right back after these short words where the Muckdogs will be taking their attempt to swing the bat. We'll be back.
Order for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Feeding the pack.
Gotta feed the pack. Go dogs! Go dogs!
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor, the Batavia Muckdogs.
And welcome back, folks, once more to Dwyer Stadium. Right now, Batavia Muckdogs hosting the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. Currently, Batavia sitting down 0-2 after a score from Grant Moore and Blake Herman on the opposite side. Right now, Muckdogs going to be stepping into the box for the first time. Starting things off for them, Jalen Davids, followed on deck, Jalen Roque, and in the hole, Glenn Brooks. So right now, we're going to look at a quick away defense here for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. And starting on the mound is, right now, I do apologize that, it should be McLean, or excuse me, Zach McLean. Again, a number that I did not have on my stat sheet as we go through things. Rounding things off for the Tarp Skunks, though, we'll look over at catcher, Branson Lindquist. Over at first, Nate Muncy. Second, Jackson Enders. At third, Caleb Jordan. Out on left field, shortstop. Let me get that. Blake Herman. Out of left field, Matthew Dumas. Center field, Grant Moore. And right fielder, Anthony Tromer. So whenever you make these things, Jarrett, it's always a lot of can you find the people? Sometimes I can't, and we work on that. And there's the pitch, and that one goes outside. As you did miss a pitch there because of the graphic being slightly delayed getting out of there. Count sits 2-0. Do apologize for that. But again, as a broadcaster, Jarrett, you're always trying to make sure you get on top of these things, and obviously there I do not. So I do apologize. That one goes for a strike. It's 2-1 count. And also, he is wearing number 41 out there. So on my paper, it is not a guy that I anticipated, but I have no idea whose number that goes to. That one goes for a ball, 3-1 count. I was told Zach McLean, but on the paper right now it says Ryan Tadar. That one hit deep right field, and it's going to hit the ground. David rounds first, and he's going to go to third. And the throw, and he's going to slide in for a triple for the Muckdogs. That's how you start things out here in Batavia.
And Grayson, that's how you set a tone right there. Your leadoff guy goes in and gets a triple, helps your pitchers out, helps your lineup, 0 outs, and now you got a runner already in scoring position.
It's exactly what they wanted, and that's exactly what they're going to get. A triple for Jalen David, making light work of his first at-bat. Right now up in the box, Jalen Roque. That one sends shallow up left center, and that will bring in a quick score. Roque stands up at first, and just like that, we talk about getting off to a hot start here, and they already I'm not on the team. They already are. Jalen David with the triple. Jalen Roque with the single brings in David for the score, and quickly we're already patching things up. The score sits 2-1.
And Grayson, there's also some batters that believe that your first pitch is usually your best pitch. And Jalen Roque took it straight down to center field to score the RBI.
Found that open gap between left and center in shallow area. Right now, in the box, Glenn Brooks, center fielder, donning the number 20. See, usually that's also where I'm supposed to, give an intro for these players, but back-to-back motions, and I didn't even get time to say anything about them. As that one goes for a ball. Glenn Brooks here. That one going to go for a strike. So count now 1-1. Glenn Brooks stands at 5'11", 180-pound freshman outfielder from Pensacola State College. In his first collegiate season, Brooks batted a .264 with 5 home runs, 21 runs scored across 29 games played. So right now, Roque out there on first, and that goes for a strike. The pickoff attempt not going to be there. And Roque will stay out there on first. Right now, that was a strike, so 1-2 count. Brooks trying to keep the bats going, keep them hot. Let's see if he can continue that here. And the pitch. That one chopped out into right field. It might get, and it does. What a hit there. Brooks chops it up over to second base on the slide attempt. He had it, lost it, got behind him. And that will be advance to first for Brooks. Roque goes to second, and you can hear from the fans. That's why I'm giggling. You can hear fans hee-hee-hawing at them and all that for that mistake there on the failure to pick it up clean. Right now in the box, Cooper Romick for the Muckdogs, your catcher for tonight. 2-1 right now, one in scoring position. No outs so far for the Muckdogs. First pitch, that one gonna be high. No good. Cooper Romick, 5'10", 195-pound junior catcher from Lemoyne College. Romick rejoins the Dolphins for his third year after being named to the 2025 NEC All-Conference second team during his sophomore season. This season, Romick started 34 games, batting at .254 and 32 hits, 27 runs scored, and 3 home runs along with that. And the stare down from the pitcher. That one not going to ring anything. Goes inside, and that's going to be ball number 2. 2-0 is your count. Right now, on the scorecard I have in front of me, it's clean. I'm just drawing lines in the shape of a diamond for these guys. David, triple. Roque, single. Brooks, single. Cooper Romick looking to have a line drawn in his lane. That one goes for a strike, 2-1. Again, for those who aren't too familiar with a scorecard for baseball, basically you draw in the shape of a diamond what they got. So if it's single, it's a one part of a line. Double, 2 parts. 3 is a triple, 3 lines. And then a complete diamond is a home run or you run HR. But I always prefer the complete diamond. It looks nicer. 2-1 is your count. And the pitch there, that one rings the outside. And that's going to move it 2-2. So say hello to that one. And right now, Romick looking at put one more footstep out there on these bases. The stare down, the delivery, that one swing and a miss for strike 3 for Cooper Romick. So the first out right now for the Tarp Skunks. They've got that in the bag. Braden I, though, designated hitter, steps up. Braden I, 5'11", 165-pound sophomore infielder from Westminster College. 2026, I made 11 pitching appearances, pitching 55.2 innings with 54 strikeouts. At the plate, he had batted a .282, 31 hits, 21 RBIs, 2 home runs, and 44 games played. The delivery here, and that one going to go for a strike. 0-1 is your count. Right now, Muckdogs in excellent position to keep things going and bring on the heat. Just got to capitalize. The pickoff attempt here, no good. You could see that they're really trying to get Roque out there, who's had to keep his head on a swivel with the
Grayson,
way things are going.
This part of the lineup is very good at stealing the base. Like we mentioned, in every single game, 24 stolen bases. That is third in the league. They've only been caught stealing once.
The delivery here, and that one fouled off. Going to give the fans behind home plate a scare. Count now, 0-2. Muckdogs trying to avoid 2 Ks being written on the scorecard. I guess that's the theme for this inning right now is me mentioning what I see on my scorecard. It's not that entertaining given the fact that the viewers can't see it. But right now, we're going to stick with it just for one more inning at least. Well, not one more, but finish out the inning. That one, the delivery, no good. 1-2. Grayson being the designated hitter tonight. He's had 2 starts so far. He's appeared in all 3, though. 9 at-bats. He's recorded 3 hits. That one sent over straight to the first baseman. It's not fielded collectively. Bounces off his glove. And that's going to be a single recorded off that error. So Muncie attempting to draw it in cleanly, can't. And that took a big bounce off his glove. He tried to scoop that one up, and that one went sky high. Almost could have had time to say, I got it, get underneath it if you were the second baseman, and everyone advances. So bases sit loaded right now. 1 out, though, and Evan Brock now up in the box.
And Grayson, right now, that was just a big tone setter right there. Jamestown is making simple mistakes right now, and Batavia is making it perfectly with these fast guys running on base and not giving up.
We have a drop pitch here off the delivery. No one goes. Wasn't expecting that given the bases loaded. You might see that if it goes wild, goes by the fans, but that one off a drop. No one moves. That moves to count 1-0, but like you said, it's just Batavia being able to capitalize off these misfortunes for the Tarp Skunks. It's definitely not what the Tarp Skunks have been drawing up in their pregame plans, but it's going Muckdogs' way so far. Bases again. Stand loaded. That one low and outside, so 2-0 count. Right now, Tarp Skunks just trying to avoid advancing the runners off a hit by pitcher watch. That would be the last thing, or walk, excuse me. It's the last thing they want. Evan Brock, though, again, in the box. Started 2 games, appeared twice. 2 hits to his name off 6 appearances. That one sent over to right field. Will he be able to track it down? It doesn't. And it's going to hit the ground. That's going to bring in 1. That's going to bring in 2. And they're going to try to bring in 3. The throw it to third. The slide. And a late call out there. Didn't get to slide in time. Was right now, oh, excuse me, thought I saw something happening. No pinch runner coming in here, but out there right now, Braden and I wasn't able to get down in time, but that isn't the factor here. We're looking at a lead for the Batavia Muckdogs. They're leading 3-2 right now after that. Miles Bunnell now coming into the box after the double from Evan Brock. That one sent far near the warning track down the right field sideline. That one going to be outside for a ball off the first pitch. So 1-out count. The outs are now sitting at 2. Follow the tag out. Braden and I tried to send it to third. It was a great throw from the Tarp Skunks. So really can't badger him for that one. That one gets behind the catcher. Evan Brock quickly moves to third. So he was already in scoring position, but talk about a better one here. 2-0 count now. 2 outs, and Miles Bunnell looking to simply just bring in his brother of a teammate.
And Grayson, now also a pass ball also scores. We saw yesterday in that Batavia Olean game a lot of pass balls happen, which both teams scored a lot of runs from. And right now, Jamestown's catcher is struggling. So this is an opportunity.
That's definitely an opportunity they want to take care of. That one sent over to right field. Excuse me, right field. Where did I get that from? Third base. Oh, my gosh. Excuse me. Am I delayed or something? I didn't know broadcasters could have a microphone delay that bad, but third base, and they're going to make the play out at first. It's almost, I'm going to call that almost profanity. That was such a bad description of what happened out on the field. That was shallow towards third, and I said right field. I don't know what I'm on. But that wraps things up for the first inning. Batavia climbs back quickly. 3-2 is your score heading into the top of the second. we'll stay on air for this one. But fans, we do want to remind you of one thing. Rochester Regional Health is the official healthcare provider for your Batavia Muckdogs. Next time you need medical attention, make sure you visit Rochester Regional Health for all of your medical needs. And again, this season you can connect with Muckdogs like never before with exclusive content on our social media platforms. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter for more Muckdogs content. Right now, of course, we have our famous Mad Dog out there being our in-game entertainment. To us, he's just loud on the microphone, as we can definitely hear him very, very well and clearly, even with our headsets on. Things just keep getting interesting here in Dwyer Stadium, but we'll turn it away from that, turn it back to the game. Jarrett, you saw what happened in that first inning for both teams, both scoring in their own ways. Muckdogs came out of the gate hot. What do you expect to see? Was that a tone setter for both? Will we see more of that, or will we see slight change up going into this?
Well, it's a good way to fight back in those situations. You had your pitchers back right now. He had to face the top three batters right now, all three having 400 averages. Now you're going against some batters who might be a little bit cold, but with a run.
That one set in between third and shortstop, and that one's going to go shallow left into the grass, roll out there, and it's going to be an easy stand-up double for Jackson Enders, who was in the box there for the start, this top of the second, for the Tarp Skunks. Nate Muncie now enters the box. First baseman, Branson Lindquist. That was Nate Muncie. I forgot to record the out for the last inning there. Again, scorecard isn't perfect. Right now, Branson Lindquist, the catcher for the Tarp Skunks, is that one registers a strike. 0-1 is your count. Lindquist, 2 appearances so far, only had 3 at-bats. Able to record a hit, though. So, 3.33 average right now. The pitch here, and that one going to go outside, so 1-1. Nate Muncie standing on first. Had to correct myself again. Jacks and the Enders did not start the thing out for Tarp Skunks. Is that one sent over to right field? That's the correct call from the broadcaster, I can tell you that. That's going to be snagged by your right fielder, Jalen David. That puts up quick 1 out for the Muckdogs defense. Right now, standing up in the box, Anthony Tromer, your right fieldman for the Tarp Skunks. Tromer has appeared in 3 games, started twice. In 6 at-bats, he's recorded a singular hit. That one sent over to second, and it's going to be an out there. Can they get the double play? And they got it! That's easy work for the Muckdogs. 3 at-bats. One of them still recorded a single. Well, that's 3 outs in their favor. Muckdogs moving on to being at bat quickly after that fact. They make light work. Score still sits 2-3 Muckdogs' favor. We'll be back after this.
I'd like to withdraw some Muckbucks, please.
Muckbox?
Realistically, I can't withdraw Muckbucks here. But what I can do is do all my banking through Tompkins Bank, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs. I gotta get back to picking up my Muckbucks.
Here in Batavia, hard work and community goes hand in hand. That's why the Batavia Muckdogs are a proud partner with Farm Credit East, helping support the people of Western New York grow.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
And welcome back, fans, once more to Dwyer Stadium. So the Muckdogs currently sitting at a 3-2 lead after a hot first inning from them. On defense, they found out how to patch things up, quickly fixing things up to go from allowing 2 runs to 0 off 3 at-bats, one of them even being a single, so they did it in quite a fashion, making it a double play to round things out. Right now, for the Muckdogs, though, Luke Rybizinski. Rybizinski standing at 6 foot, 200-pound freshman catcher from SUNY Niagara. Rybizinski has appeared in 14 games this season, batting a .323 with 9 RBIs, 11 runs scored, while batting in 9 runs as well. As that first pitch goes for a ball. That one as well does hit the dirt, so 2-0 is your count quickly. For Batavia, this is Rubisky's first ever plate appearance as your extra hitter tonight. So 3-0 quickly now after 3 straight balls. And we can confirm for you folks at home on our broadcast. That one goes for the first strike as it moves to 3-1. Ryan Tatar.
Tatar, probably.
Tatar.
Good hockey name. Hockey player used to be Tatar.
Then I'll believe you on Tatar. As that one goes for another strike, we move full as he is on the mound. That's what I wanted to get before I started hemming and hawing over how you pronounce that name. So here's the pitch, the payoff, and that one sent right back at him, and it's going to go out in the center field. That's going to be a stand-up single. So Batavia lefting off right where they started. Michael Wheelhan, your second baseman for tonight, donning the number 10, is now up to the plate. Michael Wheelhan has appeared in all 3 games so far, started twice. 10 at-bats so far on the season, has recorded an RBI. Looking to get things going. Again, standing at 5'10", 175-pound infielder from Lemoyne College as well. Another Lemoyne alum in our midst. So that one goes for a ball. Across his career at Lemoyne, Wheelhan has posted a .267 batting average with 101 hits, 77 runs scored, and 1 home run along with that. Pitch here, that one set up high, shallow right field. Will they be able to track it? And he does. That's going to post up the first out for the Muckdogs. Jeremy Ramos, number 31, your left fielder for tonight. He as well is making his first appearance for the Muckdogs. And I'm guessing he's going to look to make a splash in his first at-bat as well. So we'll see how things going. His situation, 1 out, man on first. That one sent high behind the catcher, and that it's off the hit by pitch. So it does make contact. That's why I took that weird bounce. Couldn't tell if that was the hit by pitch or was the catcher, but can confirm now, given the fact that Ramos is standing on first, it is a hit by pitch. So we're back up at the start of the lineup for the Muckdogs. Jalen David having the first triple recorded for the season for the Muckdogs. He right now is looking to continue that. It would be amazing if we could see 2 of those back-to-back at-bats. But I'm guessing he would prefer a home run, and the pickoff attempt doesn't even get the throw, just a scare there for Bisky. Ramos standing on first after the hit by pitch. Jalen David dealt the cards of 1 out. And that will be his first pitch, so he'll also be dealt a strike.
And Grayson, it is early in the season right now, but Jalen David is 8th in the Perfect Game Baseball League in the West for batting average. He's looking to get up those standings a little bit with a hit here.
You are correct. In 8 at-bat appearances, he's had 4 hits. Is that one? It's in the foul territory, so 0-2 count. 4 hits again. He has a double recorded. Now just recorded his first triple. There's 2 runs to his name, 3 RBIs, 5 total bases, which leads his fellow Muckdogs. And he's second in batting average right now. A clean .500. Pitch here in that one. Chopped up shallow to center field. Doesn't even reach the center fielder. It's going to be caught by the second baseman. That's going to be a second out for the Muckdogs. Up now, Jalen Roque.
Yes, right now Jalen Roque, he's got runners in scoring position right now. Last at bat, he got a single. He's looking to maybe get another run here, give less pressure off their pitcher to try to make this game a lot more interesting.
Still one runner in scoring position, that being Rybczynski. Jeez. If there's one thing I got to do as a broadcaster, it's got to work on my pronunciation skills. I swear I heard someone say that like you used to have to learn how to like write in pronunciation format, which was very unique. Like the hyphens you would write over certain letters. So that one, sent over in foul territory down the left field line. So kind of like almost like learning cursive. I don't know. Did you learn cursive, Jarrett?
I learned only my name, and it was something that you would do in like 4th grade, and then you would kind of forget about it because no one else really taught it in my school.
I remember learning that back in like 1st and 2nd. I remember those books I'd have to write it like 500 times, I swear. But the pitch here, the 1-1 count, that makes it a strike to move it to 1-2 count. Jalen Roque trying to bring in his brotherins. 2 fellow Muckdogs out on base, 1 at second, 1 on first. 2 outs. The delivery here. That one fouled off, so we'll have to at least see one more. So I can see you right now in the box, Jarrett. You're trying to see this sun is absolutely brutal today on this afternoon. Pitch here. That one goes for strike 3, and now round things out here for the Muckdogs. They go scoreless, and we move to the top of the 3rd quickly. And again, folks, we do want to remind you from Mental Health Association, Wellness on the Go, WNGO offers mobile mental health supports through Medicaid managed care plans across Niagara, Genesee, and Orleans counties. For more information or to make a referral call, call us at 585-345-0448. And again, Go Health New York would like to remind you, has your child been tested for lead? The only way to know if your child has lead poisoning is to get them tested. All children should be tested at ages 1 and 2. Talk to your healthcare provider or the lead poisoning prevention staff from the Genesee County Health Department, 585-344-2580, extension 5555, about a blood lead test for your child today, or for more information on transportation to get tested. Thank you. So again, fans, welcome back to Dwyer Stadium. If you're just joining us, you definitely missed an interesting first inning on offense and an interesting one on second. The Muckdogs able to take out a 3-2 lead so far after the Tarp Skunks were able to post up 2 after quickly getting on base from hit by pitches and walks. Sliz was able to keep it clean since those singular occurrences, adding his first strikeout in that first inning as well. Muckdogs, on their side, we have their first recorded triple, Jalen David, in the first at bat for the Muckdogs. But here we go, Tarp Skunks. Getting things going here. Showing bunt is Matthew Dumas.
One thing to also mention that I forgot to mention, the 10th at-bat batter, Dumas, is right now second in batting average with a .571. He's the guy that's supposed to get on base for these top-of-the-inning guys to try to score him in.
And that one off the check swing is going to be another hit by pitch by the hand for Jake Sliz. And we have a little warning here from the ump to the catcher. Being Cooper Romick, who's trying to stand up. Again, you have Skips over there in the dugout. Another little exchange with the ump here. Is that will be the second hit by pitch recorded today. And now we've reached the top of the order for the Tarp Skunks. Grant Moore. Again, his first at bat was very similar to what we just saw. Another basically identical two hit by pitches, both going for a check swing, and it hit them in the lower hand there. That is why Skips has not been in favor of these calls, saying they were an attempt on a strike and should either be recorded as foul. But no, they've been recorded as hit by pitches. As 2 pitches, 2 balls so far for this at bat from Jake Sliz. Stare down from Sliz again. As a left-handed pitcher, he's going to have that advantage for anyone standing on first. That one goes for a strike. Grant Moore again leads his team in many retrospects, averaging a 5.45. And the steal attempt here, no good. Not in time there. But Moore appeared in all 3 games for Tarp Skunks. He's one of only a few, that only being 4 players who've been appearing in all 3 and started all 3 as well. In 11 plate appearances, 7 runs, 6 hits, 3 doubles, and a triple to his name. So he definitely knows how to swing a bat or two. That one goes for strike 2, so we move to a full count. And a little discussion there between our catcher and pitcher for tonight. Again, reminder, Jake Sliz and Cooper Romick as your duo. We come to a payoff. And here we go. The delivery, the payoff. That one going to be registered inside by the ump. That's going to go for ball 4. So Grant Moore gets on base twice. Not in the fashion that he would like. But he still gets on base nonetheless. Scoring a run earlier today for the Tarp Skunks with his hit, getting on base earlier in the first inning from a hit by pitch. Blake Herman comes up for his second at bat. Again, walked earlier. He's appeared 3 times, 2 games started, 6 at bats total. Is that one hit between center and right field? Going to be tracked down by Jalen David. He goes for the throw over to third. And his arm is going to be able to hold up Matthew Dumas out on second. So Tarp Skunks don't get anything out of that as that one goes for a fly out. Again, Jalen David was able to track it down in the sun. Again, mentioned this before, but Jarrett, I see you trying to keep it out of your eyes. It is a very low sun, and it is blinding for anyone staring out in the right field half of this baseball field, and especially for any right-handed batters. They're going to have to challenge that and make sure they can see that ball clearly coming at them. Right now, again, 2 runners out there, 1 on second, 1 on first, 1 in scoring position due to that, and 1 out thanks to the glove of Jalen David. Now up in the box, Caleb Jordan, third baseman for the Tarp Skunks. That one inside the ball, and there was a little scare attempt there again from Cooper Romick, trying to keep everyone on base on their toes.
Grayson, if you're Sliz right now, you're really hoping to get this batter out. This is the last one on the pile that's got a very high batting average. Obviously, you'll still have runners in scoring position. But with 2 outs and getting this part of the lineup out, it's a really good sign as a Muckdog fan.
It's that one. Low and clips the box. It's registered as a strike. He did look to signal for it, but then kind of pulled it back, so I'm not exactly sure. 1-1 count, though, as it stands. I just go off what the scoreboard says. We have a steal attempt here. The throw to second. Not going to be in time. And that's going to be 2 stolen bases for the Tarp Skunks. Both men advance. 2 runners in scoring position now on second and third. 1-1 count, or excuse me, 2-1 count, 1 out. Sliz trying to keep the scoreboard clean. One more time for the third inning. The delivery here. That one broke in off the off speed, a little off speed too, and that one goes for a strike. So in fashion, 2-2 count.
Now, Grayson, I would 100% go for that pitch again. You can tell it goes from the inside corner straight to the middle. It's been working for him.
We'll see if he does. 2-2 count. The delivery here, and that one chopped foul. So that's going to work for the Muckdogs. Is the speed of that one. That one almost could have let in a run, but we'll have to do it over again. 2-2 count.
Grayson did go fastball there, and he was definitely early on it. I'm really wondering what this next pitch could be on this batter.
As a pitcher, if you can always change up your timing, the speed of these pitches, it's going to mess with these batters, and they're not going to find a rhythm. So we'll see into what bag of tricks he'll find. The delivery here, and this one going to go up, snagged by the Muckdogs, and that one quick out at first. Evan Brock, what a snag, lunging out. It will record a run for the Tarp Skunks. More importantly, gets an out as well. So right now we move 0-0 count here. And that pitch is going to go for a ball. So right now, as a reminder, score now moves to 3-3. 2 outs following that play from Evan Brock at third. Count moves to 2-0. And here's the delivery here. That one gonna go. Nice action on that ball. Breaking in back to the box. And count moves 2-1. Count, 2 outs. Muckdogs trying to escape this. That one, another strike. One more away from that. Two. Will we see another curveball here? Slice and dice the Skunks. That one swing and a miss, and that goes for strike 3. It retires the top of the third here for the Muckdogs. They'll be up to bat once more. Glenn Brooks will start things off, and we'll be back after this. man. Welcome to Whole Life. How you doing?
What is this place?
Oh, don't worry. It's the best gym you can find in the Batavia area. Open free weights at any point, anytime. Don't forget, this gym is open for 24 hours. Don't worry, if you're not even just trying to use weights, you can use calisthenics as well. But again, official gym of your Batavia Muckdogs for a reason.
Where do I sign up?
Don't worry, let me bring you to the front desk.
All right, Dewey, what are we thinking here?
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great, how are you?
Good. Are you guys all set?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, what can I start you with to drink?
To drink, can we just get 2 waters, please?
Of course. And then did you decide on your meals?
Yes, we are ready, aren't we, Dewey?
Wonderful. What can I get for you?
Can we start with the Alex's Cut?
Of course. All right.
All right.
What else can I get for you?
Dewey?
Ribs?
Dewey will take Alex's famous baby back pork ribs.
Fantastic.
Try Alex's Ribs at Alex's Place, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
And welcome back, folks, once more to the bottom of the third here for the Muckdogs versus the Tarp Skunks. So right now, you can see right now that the Muckdogs recorded 5 hits, 3 errors so far, and Jamestown 2 hits, 1 error. Again, Glenn Brooks starting things off for us here for the bottom of the third. He'll see the first pitch here, and that one goes for a ball. Miles Manel again in the box. Miles Manel, he has made all 3 starts for all 3 games so far. That one goes for a strike, moves to count 1-1. Miles Manel, 9 at bats, 3 runs, 3 hits. So 3.33 average. He's been able to be a factor recording those 3 runs, which is tied for second most. As that one goes for a ball. He's tied with 2 other guys, Brandon Ime and Glenn Brooks. He does have a lead in walks, that being 5. No one, that one, the swing and miss, is going to go 2-2. The only other player close is Kyle Vaughn with 3. Everyone else has 2 or less. So he's used to making it on base in his own manner. This one goes in the dirt. Kyle moves to full. So we'll see if that number increases 1 more here. So far, no walk from the Tarp Skunks. Only a hit by pitch, but no walks. We'll see if this one can be the first off the payoff. And this one, swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. That one, nice action on the ball, goes towards the dirt, and had Brooks swinging. Muckdogs now 1 out. Cooper Romick up to bat, your catcher for tonight.
And Grayson, Cooper Romick today is the chicken tender hitter. Our last game, we got chicken tenders. We're going to see today if we can go 2 for 2.
He would be pleased with the crowd that way. The pitch here. That one, chopped shallow center field, and he's able to get under it, no problem.
Might have to wait on
Grant
those chicken
Moore
tenders.
on the snag there. Light work.
We're going to have to wait on those chicken tenders. Was really looking for that hit there.
It's early. It's early. We'll see. We'll see if the fans can enjoy some chicken tenders. Brandon Nye, number 17, your designated hitter once again for tonight. Brandon Nye, again, one of the brothers that was tied with Glenn Brooks. A 3-run score, and as that one goes for a strike. Again, appeared 3 times, 2 starts, 9 at bats, 3 hits, 3 runs. So very similar stats. That one, no good, was able to hold himself back, so 1-1 count. 2 outs. He's just looking to get things started here for the Muckdogs in the bottom of the third as the game stands tied. They're allowing one more run at the top of the third here on defense from the Muckdogs. Delivery here of 2-1. That one in the foul territory. I wish I could tell you right now, and that one's in the stands. Try to locate it, and there's this huge thing in the sky called the sun that didn't allow me to.
Grayson, it looked like it hit the VIP section and kind of like bounced over to the tent over there where a bunch of kids are now running for the ball.
Who wouldn't want a foul ball? I want one. So, you know, if you see me get up and sprint, then you know why. Pitch here. That one. Drop third strike. And the throw out here is too high. Did they get the tag? He's safe! He's safe! Great eye. Great awareness there. The swing and miss. He's able to see it, able to take off. Little hesitation from the Tarp Skunks. And it's not going to pay off. Try to line it up, and it's too high. Able to snag it was first baseman Nate Muncie, but he wasn't able to apply the tag, and instead of 3 outs in the end of the inning, we're going to continue things off. Evan Brock now in the box.
And Grayson, going off that last play, this is why coaches tell you to run it out on any single play. Anything could happen. These are college kids, and we just saw an error by one of the players. Kids always run it out.
Exactly. As that one goes for ball number 2. How quickly things change. Braden I now has a single to his name and an advancement of the drop third strike. Pitch here, that one outside. Isn't able to handle it again off the pitch there. So 3-0 count quickly. We'll see if he gets any special signal to go swinging here. I always say that, but I don't think so. I don't think that will be the case here.
You never know.
Like you said, you'll never know on that one. That's going to go for a strike. No swing there. Count moves 3-1.
Now, Grayson, depending on the situation here, you got a 3-1 count here. I would really like to see the first baseman maybe try to go for a stolen bag here and maybe test this catcher to see if he's got an arm.
Pitch here, and that one. Here's the steal, and it was a great throw. And it doesn't matter. Ball 4, that one's low. Little feedback there from the microphone throughout the stadium. Had my attention turned up towards second. Didn't even get to notice that it was ball 4. It's going to go for a walk. Miles Manel. Now he's back up. Courted a fly out. His first at bat. Now has a man in scoring position. That being Braden I out there on second. The deal here, and that one high and for a ball.
Grayson, I will say one thing I don't miss about being a baseball player is having that sun in my eye. I'll tell you what, right now it's pretty bad where I'm sitting right now.
I can clearly see that from the glare on your head. And that one stopped by the catcher, almost got behind him. Braden I has to retreat quickly. Look at Batavia for team stats. Right now, they're putting up solid numbers all around in terms of ranking. Again, early 3 games, so a lot of teams are tied or off putting by 1 spot, but they're in the higher percentile and everywhere you should be. The pitch here, that one, swing and miss. So that's going to bring up the first strike. 2-1.
Now, Grayson, if I were you, I'd be really trying to hit it past that second base line right there. You see the second baseman kind of just staying on the bag there.
So that one goes outside. You are right. They're trying to apply pressure from Braden I from not stealing, and so far it's worked. He's still on second, but right now they're having their second baseman Jackson Enders behind the bag directly. So you are right. There's a huge gap, and not to mention the right fielder. He's centered more behind first, so there's a huge angle there, and that one goes for ball 4. So disregard that. Bases get loaded, and players do adjust themselves accordingly, and they go back to their spots. So maybe, I don't know, maybe something you could have seen in tape, or something you could have seen somewhere else. But right now, they're going to have a little heart-to-heart at the mound. We might see something getting changed as bases go loaded. 2 outs. Right now behind me, I have a special guest in my press box, that being Mad Dog. Would you like the headset, Mad Dog?
Can you guys hear me? You think they can hear me? Hey, how's it going, live stream? It's Mad Dog here. Go Dogs. So far, it's been a good game. I've been exciting. 3-3 right now. The boys are up, bases loaded. So the game looks good. Don't forget, come to Dwyer Stadium. You could possibly get a large free pizza with 1 topping. Sponsored by Mad Dog.
Sponsored by you. Yeah, it's sponsored by Mad Dog. He's giving out free pizzas, folks. So, again, at Dwyer Stadium, that's where you're only going to be able to find it.
Love you, Mom.
Gotta love you, Mom, from Mad Dog, or else he might have gotten an upsetting text if he didn't say on his first get-go. But right now on the mound, we have a pitching change for the Tarp Skunks. That being number 22, Camp Churchill. Camp Churchill so far has a win recorded in 1 appearance. Did not start, but he did, again, get designated the win there. ERA standing at a 3.86. Over 2.1 innings. Only 1 run against him. He did record 5 walks, so that is a number that you're going to look out for. It does lead the entire team, or at least is tied with his fellow teammate, Aiden Gruber. But given the situation, that's not something you want to see as a stat line, at least if you're me, in a predicament where you're trying to want to get out of a jam here. But let's see if that works in the Muckdogs' favor. He does have a fresh arm, so maybe that's not the entire story. Well, right now, Billie Jean plays. Number 4, Luke Rubinski, is now up to bat.
Grayson, this is also his second at-bat this whole season. With bases loaded, you could be able to really set your tone as a Muckdog if you get a base hit right here.
That one catches the just catches that box for a strike 1. I don't know. I got to work on my, imaginary box whenever I'm an ump, but I'm playing from back here, so maybe my box isn't as accurate, but I don't know. I would have said that maybe was outside, but that one chopped between short and third, and that's going to be a base hit. They're sending 2 home, and the throw not in time, and the run to third gets by the catcher. Another advancement for everyone. 2 runs scored for the Muckdogs, and the lead continues here.
And Rubinski's having a solid game right now. He now has 2 RBIs. That was his second at-bat, his first game, trying to earn a spot for this Muckdogs. And what a way to set the tone and let them know that you're here.
So right now, Michael Wilhan, Billie Jean plays. I know when Michael Wilhan is up because favorite song, you know that, Jarrett. And, man, got to take a breather there. Got to analyze everything. We'll do that after this pitch. That one chopped over to short. The pickup throw isn't in time. And they got him there. So that's going to make it 3 outs for the Muckdogs. Or for the Tarp Skunks against the Muckdogs. Brings it to an end, but without some damage against the Tarp Skunks, your lead is your Muckdogs 5-3. And we'll be back after this for more action here at Dwyer Stadium.
Oh, didn't see you there. Welcome to the YMCA. Let me show you around. They have free weights and machines here at their state-of-the-art gym. They also have open courts here. And after all those activities, you can come to the pool and cool off. Remember, folks, you can find all these activities here at Glow YMCA, Genesee County Branch.
I'll take 1 million beers, please.
Nah, man, we don't have that. Here, try this.
What's this?
This is beer from Eli Fish, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
That's unbelievable. Thank you.
No problem, man.
I'll have what he had.
And welcome back to Dwyer Stadium, folks. We're going to take a quick look at the upcoming schedule for the Muckdogs here. On Friday, they play Niagara Falls and Buffalo on Saturday at home. So 2 more to round out this 5-game stretch of being at home, followed by visiting Olean twice, one on Sunday, one on Wednesday, where they will have 12 games straight. They'll host Jamestown, host Buffalo, and host Newark in a 3-game stretch at home on the 11th, 12th, and 13th accordingly. But long stretch of games upcoming for the Muckdogs. Is the first pitch here goes for a strike. Again, we look at that long stretch. That's going to be a real telltale factor of how the season will go for not only the Muckdogs, but for every team, as more teams are starting the ignition in their buses, as they got to start traveling. They got to start doing it almost every day. If not, I don't know if they'll be able to get in those games. But nonetheless, weather looks good as well. I don't expect any rainouts coming soon. Tarp Skunks right now looking to get back on top. The pitch there. It's going to be low, so the count moves 2-1. Again, Heath Fetchick is up to bat for the Tarp Skunks, trying to get things going. He struck out in his first one. That one sent foul, so count moves 2-2. Towards the parking lot on that one, so heads up anyone's vehicles. You can hear the clouds getting into this one. They're getting loud, using the bleachers as a drum. Any means necessary to play the mental factor. The pitch here. That one, check swing. Say he doesn't go, and the count moves full.
Grayson, 3-2 count right now. You probably are just looking to maybe throw like your best pitch in this situation, kind of see what he does. Maybe he fouls it off. Maybe he gets a strikeout, but you're looking for it in this at-bat.
You do want to go in your bag of tricks. Here we go. No, they say it's not good enough inside. That one's going to be a recorded walk. Stepping up to the plate, number 7, Jackson Enders for the Tarp Skunks. Recorded a flyout in his first at-bat. He's going to look to change that here. Runner on first. Doesn't change too much. Non-scoring position. He's going to have a good... Is that one? Look at the motion on that one as he takes that one. It just sinks right over into the box for strike number 1. But I can tell you right now, Fetchick is going to have great amount of staring contests. Jake Sliz. pitch here, and that one foul ball. Just goes straight down into the dirt, but Jalen Roque on first, just going to be sitting on the bag, waiting if Jake Sliz attempts to maybe toss him a baseball. But given the fact that he's a left-hander, not exactly too sure. Jackson Enders, though, count 0-2. He's behind. He's going to try to get a hit here, and that one outside, so 1-2. Not where he wanted to place that one. Jamestown, looking at their ranking overall within the league from 3 games, again, I want to remind you folks that 3 games isn't all that much in terms of baseball, so these numbers won't tell you the entire story. The pitch here, that one fouled off once more, so we'll have to do it again.
And
Right now,
Grayson,
Jamestown, 7 doubles, so that's tied for second best in the league, so they know how to get good distance when they make contact. 26, so that's 5th in the league for hits. That is behind the Muckdogs, who sit at 4th. Called time right now is Jackson Enders. Waiting to sit a little more. 1-2 is your count.
and then Grayson, one thing I like to mention, especially with Jake Sliz right now, is the difference that he's been doing with left-handed and right-handed batters. Left-handed batters, he's really going for his fastball, his curveball, his changeup to maybe try to like move their eyes a little bit. Right-handers, it's all off speeds. And as a left-hander, one of his big advantages is that his slider and curveball starts from like all the way to the outside of the box and it comes straight to the middle. As a right-handed batter, it is hard to really tell where that ball is going to finish as a batter.
Exactly, well said. As we move to a 1-2 count. Sliz is standing on the mound, goes for pickoff. Nothing there. But looking at a numbers game head to head, looks like in some sections, again, some of these sections are really niche. But Jamestown has a lead as that one sent shallow center field. It does drop. So that's going to be a base hit for Jackson Enders. Center fielder Glenn Brooks was unable to get underneath it like he wanted to, and it does hit the ground. So no outs still remain for Muckdogs defense. Now moving up to bat is Nate Muncie, first baseman for the Tarp Skunks. And before we get that, though, we might have a pitching change here, or at least just a discussion as we have a mound visit.
That's right, Grayson. Grayson, he's not really struggling right now. It's just there's like a lot of situations where he's getting a lot of runners in scoring position. And this is a team that really likes to hit the ball. It will become a time where a ball might drop and they have runners in scoring position that will score. So sometimes you've got to bring your pitching coach needs to come out and maybe tell his player what the situation is. So hopefully maybe get out of this. But also you can't forget, you got your bullpen right there. I already saw one of them warming up. Can't really see the player right now, obviously, because of the sun. But you always got to let your player know that, hey, you got this, but there's also somebody behind you ready to go.
Exactly. The mound, we're still in the middle of the mound visit. I would like to be able to tell you who's warming up in the bullpen, but I feel like using binoculars at the sun is a quick way to damage your eyeballs, so I'm not going to do that. Again, fans, we'd like to remind you, good times come in groups. Schools, churches, scouts, youth groups, non-profits, or local businesses spend time together. Highlight your organization at Dwyer Stadium. Visit www.canusamuckdogs.com for details. So after it's all said and done, Jake Sliz stays on the mound. Long visit. Maybe he's trying to get one more batter out, one more of something. We'll see. That was enough to change things. The pitch here, that one, gonna catch the box, so strike one. So far, mound visit is proving to be effective.
Yeah, but one thing to maybe keep an eye out, and I think Grant got Coach Grant, the pitching coach, got a warning in that situation. He went to the umpire to say something, and I think he gave him a warning. So we might have to keep an eye on that.
We'll see as that one goes in the dirt, gets behind the catcher, and that's going to be advancement for the runners. Excuse my yawn. And we do, again, now that moves two runners in scoring position. Number 44 for the Tarp Skunks, still up to the plate. Nate Muncy, 1-1. Feels like we've still been stuck on him. We'll see if we move on. The deal here, that one chopped foul left field. And geez, I really can't look down the left field line, as if I shift my head any more that way, it is straight sun.
Yep, I've been standing in it this whole game, and it's really starting to hurt my eyes right now. But we'll say keep paying attention, though.
At least the viewers can get a good look. That one's behind the catcher. Will they make the play? The tag. They say safe. They say he got underneath it, and here comes Skips. That's no surprise. And there is some conversation. And there it is. You can see there's already some heat there. The umpire was already directing motion to Skips to not get into it and stay in his dugout. And already some words going back between the umpire group here.
Right, but he might have to come back a little bit. Maybe he might get a warning here. You don't want two of your coaches already to have a warning this early in the game. But luckily he's going back, though, and I don't think he got a warning there, so he might be good. But he made a point, though.
I don't think the ejection stands. The run is good, so 5-4 is your score as of now. Skip's already re-emerging. He's going to the mound. And it looks like the end of tonight for Jake Sliz. And there's the motion. It is. So Jake Sliz's, oh, that's a mouthful. Jake Sliz's night ends after 3 innings. And we'll see. We'll be able to tell you who's out there on the mound in just a second. He gets his round of applause from the fans here. Fans, again, have been loud tonight, either in terms of dismay or in favor of this team. I definitely think they continue to be a factor. A little hype up for their pitcher here. Your pitcher on the mound for tonight will be number 29, Jack Page. He's appeared 1 game so far. Again, that one dating back to the first game in Elmira.
Grayson, I think he wants a little bit of maybe a comeback from that first game. In that first game, Noah Nix got injured, and then he had to come in cold. Didn't really get that full warm-up that he wanted. So hopefully today he can come in with maybe runners in scoring position and get out of this situation, so then the Batavia Muckdogs can get their bats going.
Couldn't agree more. Again, like you said, the situation was definitely unique and not ideal. So you can't blame what could have been a cold start. And I think we'll definitely see a much different version of a pitcher that we saw, given the fact that he's had the time to find comfort and come in a natural way and not early out of the bullpen. Jack Page right now, if we look at his stats, at 1 game appearance, was able to record 5 strikeouts. So he knows how he can deal up there on the mound. He did pitch a full 3 innings. We'll see how things go for him here. Entering tonight's game after 3 innings so far. Excuse me. Yes, 3 innings.
And Grayson, one thing to also mention, he needs to get out of this quickly, though, because right now they are at the 8th batter right now. Right now,
Jarrett just takes my pen. The Muckdogs, first pitch, that's going to go over the plate for a strike.
My bad, folks. I did find my pen here, but what I was trying to say is that he's got 2 batters left until they get to that 10, 1, 2, 3 hole. That's the group that's gotten a lot of their RBIs right now, so he's got to get out of this quickly.
That one, swing and a miss. Branston Lindquist. That one drops it and no call there. You know how I've always said that the one thing that I always say is good thing that fans and broadcasters aren't umpires. That one I disagree with. That one I 100% was beautiful. There's the swing and a miss. So no change there. It's still a K. Instead of being reversed, though, Anthony Tromer.
In that situation, he did it himself. Instead of relying on the umpire to make the call, he gets the punch out himself with a swing and a miss.
Anthony Tromer, though, recorded a fly-out in his first appearance. And that one, check swing. And it's going to be a swing. So, all 1 count. You can see right now that Page is finding a rhythm. That one sent high over to right field. Will it be located? It will be, and here's the go. No, held up. What a throw, though. Jalen David, it would have been on point, and I think, like, had he went, that would have definitely been a close play there at the plate. So the flyout doesn't result in anything. And now we just have 2 outs, and Muckdogs could escape this with only allowing 1 run on the top of the 4th. Again, you don't always want to allow runs, but if you can do it, just minimize damage. Case like this, gonna take it. That one.
And Grayson,
won't find it.
Especially if you get Dumas out right here, who's batting .571, a second in the league batting average. You get him out, it sets the tone, gets your bench going to maybe start bringing in some more runs for the Muckdogs.
Pitch here, that one goes for a strike. 1-1 count right now. Dumas had the hit by pitch earlier. And the pickoff stayed stunned there. I thought he had him. No. Says he's safe, so pickoff attempt no good. Again, Jack Page is a right-hander. Almost got that at first. That would have been impressive. The pitch here, and that one hit by pitch. So will result in the runner going back. So honestly, given the fact that it was hit by pitch, instead returns the runner to third. So I don't know what you take there. You definitely still don't want the hit. Any pitcher, if you ask them, hey, let's redo that, they're going to say, I wanted to throw a strike there. But at the same time, maybe it's not as detrimental given the fact that they could have scored a run, but it's also detrimental the fact that the bases are loaded. That one high, ball 1. It's kind of a wait and see, and we'll see if that comes into effect. It's a positive or negative. Hopefully a positive for your Batavia Muckdogs. 1-0. That one high as well, 2-0. Again, we've reached the top of the batting order for Jamestown. Grant Moore, stat leader in many retrospects. That one goes for the first strike of this at-bat. 2-1. Page looking to leave things clean outside of the hit by pitch. That pitch goes high inside. See Page showing a little frustration there. Not sure if that's what he wanted, but a little slap on the knee. One ball away from letting up one more run, or 2 strikes away from ending things out. The delivery here. That one inside, and that's ball 4. And there's the carousel. 1 runner comes in. Game now becomes tied at 5-5 apiece. Bases stay loaded. 2 outs. Still the number on the scoreboard. Blake Herman now up to bat. Pitch here, that one. Does not get it. Over the plate, but just high, I guess. I don't know. Blake Herman. 2 games started, 3 games appeared. 6 plate appearances. That one goes for a strike, so 1-1 count. Has not recorded a run. Has been able to record 3 hits as well. One of those being a double. 4 RBIs, tied for leading the Tarp Skunks. That one set back up to Page. Fielded. Do they get the out? They do. So there you go. Able to round things out. They do let up 2 runs to the Tarp Skunks. So the lead disappears, and we sit tied going to the bottom of the 4th. All right, Jarrett, take me through that.
Grayson, with how rough that start was, getting out of that situation with only just a tie game is a really good situation, especially with how well your bats have been doing. They are scoring runs due to their bats. It's not because of pass balls. It's not because of errors. Well, maybe would have been what we would be saying last game. This game, we're actually saying they are getting hits. They have runners in scoring position, and they are absolutely cashing them in. However, on the pitching side, they really need to find a way to get outs on these 10, 1, 2, 3 batting order. They are getting walks. They are getting hits, which are leading to steals, and they are the ones that are being the runners that are getting scored in. If you can get those guys out, you could be in a very good situation and maybe start putting up some zeros on these Tarp Skunks.
That's exactly what I think they need to do as well. Again, a reminder, Camp Churchill is out on the mound for Jamestown after the opening game started by Ryan Tatar, you said? Tatar.
No, they pulled somebody, Grayson. It's now Camp Churchill that is on the mound.
Well, no,
right
I know. That's what I said. I'm saying after the opening start.
Oh, yeah, Tatar.
I was just asking if that's how I was pronouncing it right. But Camp Churchill, right now, again, he takes the mound. Does still have that win according to his name. I don't think it was going to get erased from my stat sheet here. For the Muckdogs, Jeremy Ramos will make his second. And that one sent straight to first. So just unfortunate ball placement as first baseman for the Tarp Skunks. Nate Muncie is able to pick that up and just jog over before Jeremy Ramos can get there. Jalen David, top of the order here. Jalen Roque is on deck. David having that triple, which he was the one who started things off for the scoring for the Muckdogs. Definitely would love to get another one here as that one goes high. It's ball 1. That one high towards center right. That one called off by the center fieldman, and he's going to make the snag there. Grant Moore quickly, 3 pitches and 2 outs for the Tarp Tarp Skunks. So right now, Jalen Roke in the box. That one outside, no good. I just feel like whenever you're given the, that one goes into the dirt for ball number 2. I saw a post earlier, and it was a post. It was a baseball-related post on my Instagram, and it was when your 2 fellow teammates got 2 pitch, 2 outs, and it's always just whenever you're up there as the third man, as that one goes down the left side, and that one's foul. Whenever you do that, it's always funny because if I was ever in that situation, you know, 2 teammates before me, 2 pitches, 2 outs, I'm taking that pitch. I'm not letting them get 3 pitches, 3 outs. No matter if it's right down the middle, you are not flinching. You keep your hands up and you don't move.
I kind of agree with you, but also it's the same situation where it's like if you know a fastball's coming and if you like that pitch, I would probably go and take it, especially since this isn't the starter. This is the bullpen guy.
So that one goes for a first strike here. Count moves 2-1 off the swing and miss. And that one not going to catch the box. Count moves 3-1.
Oh, Grayson, as a batter, you're kind of loving this pitch. 3-1 count, very hitter-friendly. Pitcher wants a strike here. You just got to hit it.
Full count payoff. That one swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. So the K there ends things out here for the Muckdogs. And like that, we go to the top of the 5th, and the score remains 5-5 out there on the far scoreboard. We'll be back after this.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You can see there, game's tied. Hits are not, and errors most definitely not. It's a little split up there. Muckdogs trying to post up better numbers, but still the score remains tied here as we get things going here for the top of the 5th. As that first pitch goes for a ball. And the delivery here from Page, that one sent right back to him, isn't able to pick it up, cleaned up from the muck, and it's lost in his glove. Wasn't able to field it cleanly as he thought was second baseman, Michael Wilhan. But I'm not exactly sure what happened there. It looked like his glove broke, or he lost it, or maybe I didn't see him, like maybe he raised his glove too highly and shortstop was able to pick it up. But I need to start wearing my glasses for this. That's an agreement that we can both make.
One thing I would like to mention, though, the sun is starting to come down now, so hopefully we can see these plays a little bit better.
The pickoff attempt there, the step off, no good. Eric Weeks, excuse me, is now back up in the box as that sun is slowly now setting. That goes for a strike. That slow sun is now just beyond the horizon of these trees, and is definitely making it a lot easier for any outfielder, right-handed batter, or anyone on first to be able to see that ball. That one goes for a strike. Count moves 0-2. Page continuing to be dominant.
Now you can't lose him here, Grayson. You got to finish him quickly.
And the pitch here, that one floats down, but not far enough. And that's going to be a first recorded ball for this hit bat. Count moves 1-2.
Grayson, as an umpire, I probably would have called that a strike that right there. That was absolutely nasty.
It did drop, but not far enough. That one, the throw off there to get him out first, it's safe, so it's not there off the 2-2 count now. Almost a great play there from the catcher. Here we go, 2-2 in the pitch here, and that one, swing and a miss, strike 3. So that's the first out for the Muckdogs of this inning. Heath Fetchick now up to bat, struck out in his first one, walked in his second. Let's see if he'll get on base using his bat. The throw-off attempt there, no, does not get it. So you do have one out. That one, gonna go for the first ball of this one. So we do have stadium lights coming on here. That pitch gonna be sent high over to right field, and that one off the away visitor clubhouse and into the parking lot. So let's hope you didn't park your car over there.
Now that was a fastball, and he was a little late on it, so maybe he goes back to it to see what he does now.
That one, and the steal attempt here, no good. As it bounces too low towards second. Wasn't picked up cleanly by second baseman Michael Wilhan. That one was going towards the dirt. Was able to stay in front of it, but behind him, teammate got his back, Miles Bonnell, able to snag that one. 2-1 count.
Yeah, Grayson, it was a little high up, especially on that bounce. Usually as like a second and shortstop, you're kind of looking for the ball closer to the plate for that clean tag.
That one, gonna go for a strike. Nasty movement there. Like you said, you can't blame Wilhan for that one. 2-2. That one fouled off towards the Batavia dugout. Two count, one out. Almost had Romick going for a throw there. It's Caleb Jordan, through one successful steal, looked to show to go to third, does not go. The pitch here. That one, gonna go into the dirt. But no, they call strike 3. My gosh. I thought that was like just above the dirt.
And as a Batavia Muckdogs fan from the baseball YouTube, all I got to say about that is just looking. Can I help you?
I mean, that just happened. Yeah. That's your second out, folks. I'm more confused about that one. But nonetheless, second out. That one outside. 1-0 count. That one was especially low. Like I could hear, it wasn't the ball in the dirt, but I could hear the glove go down. And all right, yeah. That one sinks down in, and that's going to be fouled off down towards third base. 1-1 count here. So one runner on base. He is in scoring position at second. Page steps off. Time called. And that one goes for ball two. So Caleb Jordan making the single. One that was sent back towards Page. Eric Weeks strikeout, swinging. Heath struck out looking. Jackson Enders. That one doesn't find it either. 3-1 is your count. So you can see right now, Page, 3 strikeouts, so he's dealing well. And that one, swing and a miss, so we move to full. He hasn't even gone through the entire lineup and 3 strikeouts, so you're telling me your pitcher is throwing out strikeouts at 33% rate, you know, it's a pretty good number.
It's a really
the
strong
pitch
number.
here. That one going to be outside, so there's the walk off the payoff. Nate Muncy.
I did like that pitch there, going with that fastball. He was really not hitting it. He was very late on it. It just stink that it just did not hit the spot that he wanted to.
Sometimes you deal those thinking you can get him to swing. Doesn't go there. Nate Muncy now up in the box. That one fouled. Nate Muncy recorded a single in his first at bat, in addition to a walk on his second. See what he can do here. The count moves 0-1 after the foul ball. Here's that one, and that one sent towards second. Cleanly picked up, and there's the out for the Muckdogs on that play. Michael Wheelhand to Jalen Roque makes it look easy, and that rounds things out here. So we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Score unchanged, 5-5 still. And Jarrett, we're at the halfway mark, so it's your time to talk. What have we seen so far, and what do you expect to see moving on?
Right now, we're definitely going to see like a bullpen more kind of game. So it's really going to come down to these pitching coaches on making the right decisions on when they want to call out their pitchers and bring in new ones. Both teams are getting runners on scoring position, and it's going to become a matter of time until we see one of them hit an RBI and get this game, whatever team, a lead. So it's all going to depend on these pitchers and stuff to maybe in these pressure kind of situations come in and maybe get the job done for one of these teams.
We'll see if anyone can step up to the plate, literally and figuratively, to be able to break this tie. Going into the bottom of the 5th. I'll remind you, on the mound for the Tarp Skunks, not the Terp Skunks, excuse me, number 22, Camp Churchill. In addition to that, we also would like to remind you fans, bring your company or organization out for a picnic at Dwyer Stadium during a Muckdogs game. All you can eat hamburgers, hot dogs, chips, baked beans, potato salad, and drinks included with your ticket package. Sign your organization up today at www.canusamuckdogs.com. And looking for merchandise? Look for the latest Muckdogs gear, hats, shirts, hoodies, jerseys, official team programs, and much, much more. Visit the merch shop at Dwyer Stadium.
Grayson, tonight was our first picnic. We had, I think, elementary and middle school come down to get some burgers, some hot dogs, potato salad, and baked beans. And I think our interns did a really good job tonight to feed all those kids.
So you're just trying to pat yourself on the back,
Now we got to give credit to all these interns here.
which is you.
We're interns together, Grayson.
I'm aware. Glenn Brooks up to bat, shows bunt, takes it back, and that one's behind the catcher for ball one. Glenn Brooks got a single and a strikeout in his first 2 plate appearances. See how things move. Your lovely Cleveland Guardians playing right now.
They are playing against New York right now.
Ooh, hit by pitch there. That one's sent to the numbers. He'll take a trot out. So Glenn Brooks now has a way on base with a walk as well. Cooper Romick now back up to the plate, looking to get on base for the first time tonight.
And Grayson will say this for every single one of his at-bats. He is the chicken tender batter for Tully's. If he gets a hit, you can get 50% off chicken tenders. So start cheering for our Muck Dog fans.
We'll see here. Pitch there, that one's in foul. And you can see that on the broadcast. This skyline is immaculate. That's the word I'm going to pick. Word of the day, immaculate. But here we go. Back to baseball. Glenn Brooks out on first. No outs, 1 strike off the foul. Pitch here. That one going high. Steal attempt from Brooks. That one sent over to center field. Glenn Brooks going to go third. Will he get there in time? He does. That one sent over to the dugout. And because of that, he's going to get a free base. Home. So 1 steal attempt becomes 2. Make that 2, make that 3, and make that another score for the Muck Dogs. The tie is broken.
And Glenn Brooks basically said, don't worry, Cooper Romick, I will do it myself. I will steal a base. They watched the player make a mistake, and he decided, I'm going to steal third too. Another mistake, and he scores the run for the Batavia Muck Dogs. What a play by Glenn David.
2 errors.
Or Glenn Brooks. Sorry, folks.
So 2 errors on that. Jackson Enders, you could see trying to field it, got in the way of Glenn Brooks' base path. And as a runner, you're entitled to your own base path no matter what. So kind of sent him flying there, and you saw him hit the ground hard. Because of that, threw off the initial throw, which was targeted, again, at Jackson Enders. Sent out to center field. Glenn Brooks takes off the third center fielder. Grant Moore picks it up. That one sent to third. Going to try to beat the throw, and he won't. That one is in time for the Skunks. But again, try to get to third, and the overthrow goes out of play into the dugout, so it's a free base. Glenn Brooks able to lift his head up after a full-out sprint and jog home and touch shining home plate.
Now we got the first pitch for Churchill. Ball is a little low. We got a 1-0 count now.
Right now, Muck Dogs trying to keep things going. We always talked about this in their first 3 games so far. That one sent over to left field. It's a direct shot and cleanly fielded from the Tarp Skunks, their left fielder, Matthew Dumas. Evan Brock now up to bat. Has a double and a walk to his name. But if we look at things right now as they stand, Batavia's in good position of the opportunities they've gotten. Again, we were mentioning this on those 3 games that they were just all-out sprints there on the base path. So that one goes outside. You mentioned it plenty of times in terms of stats. For the Muckdogs, they were heavy stealers. Right now in the season, after 3 games, they rank second with 20. I can tell you that number is going to keep on increasing with every game. They had, so that one goes for a strike, 1-1. I believe it was in 10 stolen bases from their first game alone.
I think so too. And then even like the second game against Elmira in their 12-2 mercy rule, I think they had another 10 or maybe 6 stolen bags.
They came in bunches, I can tell you that from those 2 games. That one goes for a strike, so 1-2 is your count. That one sent over to short, trying to beat out the throw. And they won't be able to. Another well-timed throw for the Tarp Skunks defense. That rounds things out. Glenn Brooks is the only one who scored there off the error. And right now, score sits 5-6, Batavia's favor. Heading to the top of the 6th, Tarp Skunks need to get something going. They have been doing that smaller bunches compared to the Muckdogs. But we'll be right back after this for the top of the 6th.
What you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Welcome back, folks, to the top of the 6th here at Dwyer Stadium. As you can see, the leftovers of the kids' run from in between of this inning. You can see some of the parents coming out there to scoop their kids, make sure that they get to the end of the right side field line. Always always a sight to see, just Mad Dog leading out a horde of children.
I would probably want to make a bet this season. Do you think a single kid will be able to beat Mad Dog?
I was going to say, someone almost had him out there, and he gave him a run, quite literally gave him a run for his money. Not sure who it was, but I could see he was in an all-out sprint. But, nonetheless, we'll go back to baseball. Top of the 6th here for the Tarp Skunks. Nate Muncy. Jack Page still out there on the mound. And the first pitch he deals for this, nasty break. And that's going to go for a strike numero uno. I appreciate that. Learned it in high school. I do apologize. That was not Nate Muncy, who was the last recorded out. I should have said Branson Lindquist, who Lindquist hits one over to short. Miles no picks it up and makes the play out at first. So easy work for the Muckdogs off that. Right fielder number 11, Anthony Tromer, comes out trying to pick things up again for your Tarp Skunks. Pitch here, that one swinging a miss. Had him swinging at nothing there. That one again, some motion on that one. It's always, that one swinging a miss too. He's fighting. He came out of the gates, not even gates, the dugout, like with a mindset of how he was going to approach this appearance, and he's fighting. We'll see if he can continue to fight. The pitch here, that one high for ball one. So 1-2 stays ahead in the count still. The way these pitches are moving, got to watch out to see if he's going to swing here, and he does. It's a drop, strike 3, and he's going to have clean enough time there. Does not run it out. Didn't even realize it was a drop 3 until it was too late, and that's going to be an out.
That was good pitch mix by Jack Page, throwing 4 straight fastballs. Absolutely caught him off guard with that curveball. Got him to spin it.
Matthew Dumas. That one sent over to right field in between center right. It will get the ground. So that's going to be a stand-up single for Dumas. So finally records something other than a hit by pitch. So 2 outs still remain. Dumas with the single. Grant Moore has not been able to get on base using his bat still tonight. Hit by pitch, walk, walk. Shows bunt, takes it back. That one's going to go for a ball.
Grayson, they are now at the top of the lineup where they're getting a lot of their bunts. But the big difference here is you got 2 outs, so attack them early.
As that one goes towards the dirt for ball number 2. Pickoff attempt here, no good. A little scare for Dumas, who also was able to get, had not gotten on a base until that single, 2-out single with his bat, recording 2 hit by pitches. That one inside the pickoff attempt, almost there. Dude, they got him. They call him safe. Able to get underneath it. Dumas, that was a perfect throw right there to just reach down and get the tag, but Dumas just with a extra step in his full-out sprint towards second, able to get there. That pitch is going to be hit by pitch. So right now you can definitely tell he's upset. And it's understandable given the fact that he has not been able to use his bat. Hit by pitch, walk, walk, hit by pitch. So, you know, if you talk to younger me, I always prefer to get on base like that. I always loved to just run like a maniac when I was in Little League. Never saying I was good at it, but when I was on the bases, I was going to run. That one sent foul over the left side. And so, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I got hit by pitch, I was like, thank you. I'll take that. And proceed to just be a maniac on the base. I'm not saying if that was a good thing or a bad thing. I could have easily got tagged out. But, you know, I was a kid. Time called there. Oh, 1 is your count. All the runners trying to get in Page's head, and it won't work. That's the second strike there. Again, never got to saying this, but Jack Page, standing at 6 foot, 165-pound sophomore right-handed pitcher from Westminster College, across 2 seasons with the Blue Jays, posted 118 strikeouts, 1 save in 23 appearances. So he knows how to record a K in the scorecard. That one sent foul behind us. Count remains 0-2. Is Blake Herman hanging on to his helmet. Pitch here, and they're stealing. That one sent over to Miles Manel. He picks that cleanly, sends it home, and then there it is. He's out. Decides not to go towards first, and it pays off.
I think it was that perfect play. I think he knew of his speed. So instead, third base, guy on third tried taking home. Monell was paying attention and gunned him at home base.
Well, if you look at that, Jalen Roque was expecting at first. Everyone was stealing there from first and second. So the thing was that Dumas had the extra steps because of his steal. He had never reached third by the time Monell was ready to throw. So Monell had the advantage there, taking the runner who was 2 steps behind, and it worked out in his favor because he did have a little mishandling. I think he wasn't able to transition like he wanted to on the throw there. Makes it look perfect, though, and gets the play out at the plate for the third out for the Muckdogs.
Grayson, another thing to mention, we have now seen both coaches come out to this home place umpire. After that play, Jamestown's umpire coach went straight to the home plate umpire.
So the Muckdogs now return to swing the bat. Muckdogs still holding on to the lead just by 1, by a single digit. They look to add to that. Miles Monell now, one who made the fantastic play just a few moments earlier. His first pitch will go for a registered strike. Clips the outside edge of that box. But trying to avoid what happened in the last inning, given the fact that 3 batters, 3 outs. No one was able to touch a base there. Hoping to have plenty of their guys do that this one. That one goes for a strike again, so 0-2 quickly. Monell takes his time. Takes a breather. Rightly so, given the fact that they need to ruin Camp Churchill. The game that he's got going, that one goes for a ball. That one's too low. 1-2. And fans, we'd like to remind you here, it is no farm, no food night here at Dwyer Stadium. It sure has been a spectacular event. There's that one inside, almost hitting Monell. My own little sticker that I was able to receive in the office earlier. FFA, agriculture. Pitch here, that one. Also inside, so quickly from 0-2 to 3-2. So payoff incoming, as I always like to say. Jarrett, do you like to gamble? We'll find out here. Do we see 7s? And the payoff. That one, sent foul, so earned himself a respin.
Grayson, he's looking for 7s here. Here comes the pitch.
That one, sent foul once more. So the count rises. Church's numbers just keep going up because it should have been quickly. 0-2 is now full count. Wonder if the ambient mic was able to pick up Mad Dog's real loud bark there. Is it magical? No, but it keeps Monell alive for 3 straight foul balls. That one straight towards the concession stand 3 times in a row. Well, 2 times in a row. One of those went down the right field sideline. That one sent towards short. Picked up. No, it's not picked up cleanly. Monell, the fight wins in the end. Patience is a virtue. He's on first base now off the air fielding from their shortstop. Blake Herman not able to pick it cleanly.
And Grayson, That's how you come in and get the job done. He started that count 0-2, but he was able to bring in a 9-pitch at bat and led to him getting a base hit that led to the shortstop making a mistake.
Shortstop to shortstop. Manel is obviously the one who can handle the pressure there. As he wins the hitting battle. Luke Robizowski, 2 singles. The extra hitter for tonight, so boasting well in his first game appearance for the Muckdogs this season. That one goes for a ball. The pitch here, that one high, well snagged by the catcher, making sure Manel stays at first and doesn't get any sneaky ideas. 2-0 count. And that one, swing and a miss, 2-1 count. I know you mentioned some of our other interns here earlier. Manel getting stared down. His count still sits 2-1. Pitch there, that one sent back to the shortstop. Picked up cleanly this time. Gets the tag on the bag and double play. It is in time. So quickly making up for his error earlier. And that's 2 outs now for the Tarp Skunks. Number 10, Michael Wheelahan is now back up to bat. So, yeah, that play just looking through it one more time. Ball sent straight back to their shortstop, that being Blake Herman. Was able to finally try to find it in his glove, wasn't able to, so likes to just step on the bag and able to get a quick throw off. And it was in time. Got him by merely a step. Quickly turns it into a double play, so makes up for, again, his error on Manel's single that drove right out to him. Wasn't able to field it cleanly then. A strike and a ball there makes this count 2-1. But just looking back at it all, able to keep the score clean so far in this inning. That one sent down the third baseline and skips. A little bit of a whoop-de-doo snag there. Makes it look effortlessly. You could probably have seen that off your far left of your screen there. Count now moves 2-2. That one sent high and caught by the catcher for the third out of this inning. So that ends the 6th. Both the teams go scoreless here.
Yeah, and Grayson, right now, we are seeing both pitchers having so much momentum right now. It's just going to come down to which team's going to get runners in scoring position and try to get it.
And we'll see if they can do that in the 7th. We'll be right back after this.
In support of the Batavia Muckdogs, we would like to thank these corporate sponsors and community partners. Alex's Place, Allegheny Farm Services, AmeriGroup, Arc of Glow, Ashley Furniture, Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care Center, Batavia's Original, Best Choice Heating and Air, Bikers Against Child Abuse, Von Traeger Auctioneer, Bourbon and Burger, Bright Path Kids, Bully Hill Vineyards, Burger King, Casella Waste, Salino Plumbing, Chaplain Valley Equipment, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Crosby's, Daily News, Dave's Ice Cream, East Town Beverage, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Everdry Waterproofing, Farm Credit East, Burrell Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Frank's Call Mr. Plumber, Freed Maxix, Genesee Community College, Geico, Local Batavia Office, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee Lumber, Genesee Penny Saver, Go Health, Good Life, Graham Corporation, H.B. Hood, Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet, Leaf Guard, Liberty Pumps, Louis J. Lang and Sons, Massive Testing, Mental Health Association of Genesee and Orleans, Magaveros Automotive, M Power Agency, Next Era Energy, Northside Deli, New York School for the Blind, Oak Orchard Health, Oakwood Hills, Oaka Milk Products, Olacy's, Overhead Door, PNCG, Pellegrino Auto Sales, RFG Associates, Skyworks, Stan's Harley Davidson, Stop DWI, Suburban Propane, TF Browns, Tompkins Bank of Castile,
Tonawanda Valley Federal Credit Union,
Toyota of Batavia, Trevor R. Rowley State Farm, Tri-County Auto Glass, Tully's, United Memorial Medical Center, UR Wilmot Cancer Institute, WBTA, Wright Beverage, and the YMCA. Thank you for your continued support of the Batavia Muckdogs.
And welcome back to the top of the 7th. First pitch is going to go outside for a ball. And during that long sponsorship read, we have a pitching change. Jack Page out and Walter Garrett. That one also goes for a ball, so 2-0 count. Walter Garrett, standing at 6'5", 250-pound junior left-handed pitcher from Trinity University. Garrett also served as a pitcher for the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs. Posted a 3.86 ERA over 30 innings, recording 24 strikeouts across 15 appearances, as that one goes for a strike. And that one goes for strike 2. So quickly dropped it and quickly picked it back up. Caleb Jordan in the box, still trying to fight for the Tarp Skunks, who sit currently down 1. That one goes for a strike 3, finds the box looking.
And that's how you set the tone early as a bullpen pitcher, coming in that lefty-lefty matchup and getting that punch out. To get the bullpen going, to get your team up, get the crowd going. Good situation for Walter Garrett.
Eric Weeks now up to bat, records a single, an out, and a strikeout to his name as the designated hitter for the Tarp Skunks. And this one, that one's going to go for a strike with that movement, able to clip it on its way over the plate. The pitch here, that one outside, 1-1 count. Look at more specific stats for Batavia. Walter Garrett has made appearance before, was able to register the win in his appearance. That pitch sent foul. So 1-2 count. Am I reading this right? He's registered the win. Only served one batter. So I'm not sure. I don't know. Might need to get that stat line checked out in this stat sheet book, but that one popped over a foul. But hey, never know. So, nonetheless, 1-2 count. Sunset only keeps staying with us for quite a long time. That one sent fouled once more. So 2 fouls, or excuse me, 3 fouls in a row.
Grayson, one thing that I like to mention, especially with what you said, going from the start of the game, having that sun hitting your eyes, to now having this beautiful skyline with the lights. It's an absolutely beautiful sight right now.
That it is. Here we go. We continue things off. That one outside, so 2-2 count. Right now, Eric Weeks stays fighting, able to foul 3 straight off. Staying alive while playing down in the count. That one sent to second, picked up cleanly, and there's the throw out. Muckdogs, their team make it look easy. Michael Wilhan on that snag. Fetchick, the extra hitter for the Tarp Skunks, playing his song from Frozen, which is, I don't know, recently this week has given me flashbacks. Like you mentioned, we have multiple interns here all doing different positions. Crazy, some behind the door. Right now we have one of our interns, Carson, being our DJ for tonight. I believe he's going by DJ Dog Pound. That one goes behind the catcher for ball number 1, so 1-1 count.
And another thing to mention about that Frozen, you know, if you guys watch our social media in our opening game, we used the song Coordination Day with our players.
See, that's what I was getting at, and I was getting at that it gave me flashbacks. That's why I said flashbacks. That one goes foul, because I heard that play probably too many times, and I don't know. I can't hear it again. If I hear it again, I don't know what's gonna happen. But I heard it one too many times to the point where it made me go crazy. But I digress. The pitch here. That one won't find it. Can hear the fans not happy with that one. That one looked to be good, but not. That one fouled off one more. We're going to run out of baseballs before this is all said and done. Two is still your count after eternity of foul balls, and there it is. Finally, we can call it wraps on the top of the 7th. That's your 3rd out. Walter Garrett makes light work. 2 strikeouts and 3 batters. He makes it look easy. We'll be back at the bottom of the 7th here.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
And welcome back to the bottom of the 7th here at Dwyer Stadium. Got to experience taking me out to the ball game here during that switching change, or switching sides as we sports would. But right now, that one sent foul. So right now we do have a pitching change for the Tarp Skunks. Instead on the mound, out is Churchill, and Santee is now in.
And also on the batting side, Joey Socorro has now gone in for Jeremy Ramos to try to get on base.
That one hits the dirt, so the count moves to 2-1. We saw this last game. Joey Socorro did come in with Ryan Johnson for position and hitting as well. That one check swing does not go, but still makes contact, so it is a foul ball. 2-2. But Joey Socorro, the pitch here, that one goes towards the dirt. We've reached full. So Joey Socorro, 2 games played, 1 start, 5 at bats. He's recorded 3 runs, 1 hit, but 3 runs to his name. Definitely effective at putting up a score for the Muckdogs. That one sent over to third, picked up cleanly in the throw, got to beat it out, and he won't make it in time. The throw is there for the out. Play by Caleb Jordan for that. Now we start up the top of the order. Jalen David. Triple, 2 outs followed by that. So trying to pick things back up. Shows bunt, does not go with it, and it is ball number 1. One 0 count, 1 out. That one sent deep to left field. Is it going to be tracked? It will be tracked down by the Tarp Skunks. Again, that being Matthew Dumas, is able to get underneath it. So 2 quick outs for the Muckdogs. That looked like it was going quite a long way. Not sure exactly what happened to it. Maybe a gust of wind, but I sure thought that one was going a little further than it was.
I think we really are just missing that another Jacob Vetsko moment, seeing a home run by someone else.
Now up to bat, Jalen Roque. One fouled up behind him. That one will go for another strike, so 0-2. That one fouled off one more time, so that was perfect timing on hit me, baby, one more time. I said it right as they said it, but one more time. We'll see it again. 2 strikes, 2 outs. No one on base. Pitch here, that one. Check swing, says you went, and that's going to be strike 3, and he's out there. Glenn Brooks will be opening things up when the Muckdogs come back up, but on the other side, Instead, it's going to be Jackson Enders who will start the top of the 8th for everyone here. We'll be right back after this.
I'd like to withdraw some Muckbucks, please.
Muckbucks?
Realistically, I can't withdraw Muckbucks here. But what I can do is do all my banking through Tompkins Bank, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs. I got to get back to picking up my Muckbucks.
Here in Batavia, hard work and community goes hand in hand. That's why the Batavia Muckdogs are a proud partner with Farm Credit East, helping support the people of Western New York grow.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
And welcome back, folks. We are at the top of the 8th inning. Batavia Muckdogs are up 6-5 right now, and we had a pitching change. Batavia Muckdogs are bringing in their closer, Eric Woodley. Eric Woodley is a 6'3", 205-pound junior right winger, right-handed pitcher from Arkansas Tech University. Woodley has made 15 appearances out of the bullpen this season, posting a 1.29 ERA with 9 saves across 21 innings, while allowing just 15 hits and 3 earned runs. Also for Woodley on the Batavia Muckdogs, he has recorded a save in his first game against the Elmira Pioneers. And his first pitch called strike one. We got a 1-0 count now, folks. Eric Woodley getting set now for the second pitch. Gets another one. We got an 0-2 count here, folks. Woodley looking to finish the job on the first batter. That being Jackson Enders. Jackson Enders pops the ball up, and it drops down the left field line for a single. Jackson Enders right now was 1 for 2, but now he is 2 for 3 in the game with 2 singles. Now up the bat, we got Nate Muncy, the first baseman. He also is 1 for 2 right now in his first at-bat. He scored a single. Second at-bat, he had a walk. And in his third at-bat, he recorded an out. Looking to make some moves here. And the first pitch for Woodley is a ball outside. All right, folks, we got a 1-0 count here. Woodley getting in his stance. Gets set. And the pitch. Foul tip. 1-1 count. I like to compare Woodley to a very similar to Greg Kimmerell in that stance. Obviously, it's a completely different stance, but he's the first pitcher that comes to mind, getting down and set, ready for a pitch. We got a 1-1 count here. Runner at first. Pitch. Swing and a miss for Nate Muncy. Now we got a 1-2 count here. He looks and gets set. And the pitch coming for Woodley. Steps off. One, 2 count for Woodley. Gets set, looking for a punch out. Ground ball down the first base line, but it looked like it hit him. And it did hit him, so they call it a foul ball. 1-2 count for Woodley. Looking to get a punch out here on Nate Muncie. Get set. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider. My play-by-play is now back standing next to me thinking that he might have followed it off, but nope.
No, I wasn't saying that. I thought that was maybe a drop strike 3. I don't know what I missed there. But no, thank you for covering me, Jarrett. That was much needed. I am back now, my beautiful voice, obviously. Is that what goes for a swing and a miss? Don't worry, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to hear more of Jarrett on these next coming games as, like I said, mentioned before on the schedule, starting the June 10th, 12 straight games of Batavia Muckdogs. That one goes foul down the right field line, so you'll be able to get content every day for that 12-day stretch.
And some days it might be Grayson, some days it might be me, some days it might be both, but we promise you we will give you content for these 12 straight games.
Exactly, that's what I was getting at. You'll be able to hear more of his beautiful voice and more solo action. You'll be able to continue here to hear me speak both with Jarrett and without. Next coming weeks, where most of those away games will definitely have one or the other. But beside that, we'll stay in the present. That's a swing and a miss. And that's strike 3. Out, number 2 for this. Still trying to gain my bearings as I come back to, and there's a little discussion there with the coach. And I believe it's because we have a pinch hitter. Number 39 for the Tarp Skunks now sits in the batter's box. Being C.J. Dugan. He's started in 3 games, so his first game where he does not have a start appeared, of course, in all 3 with that. 7 at-bats, 3 runs to his name, a singular hit, that being a double. Posting a 1.43 average. That one goes foul behind us. That went straight towards the concession stand. Right now, closer himself, Eric Woodley, trying to make light work. And he seems to keep doing that. That's another strike. Keep trying to like preemptively say excuse me or something. It's like I'm saying the right stuff. I think I'm hungry. 0-2. Pitch here, that's outside. Here's the throw to get him out. Did they get him? He got under it, they say. He got under it, able to avoid the tag. It was there. It's a thing. Stealing on Woodley is not an easy task. If there's anything that anyone would write in a scouting report on him is his throw speed. It's incredible. So the time it takes to get to the pitcher is so far different from so many other pitchers in this league. So when it's a throw, that one fouled off behind him. Stays alive 1-2, but when you have those pitchers who can throw with such speed, stealing gets way harder because the catcher has it quicker. It just works like that. It's all timing.
Right, I think pitcher even gave him a little bit of help, throwing it a little bit outside so he could get the ball out of his glove quicker.
Pitch here, that one. Strike 3! That's 3 outs. Woodley gets his team fired up. And things are looking all up for the Muckdogs. Tarp Skunks come out once more. Batavia looking to add on and make it a more comfortable lead here. Heading into the bottom of the 8th. We'll have more baseball right around the corner when we come back. So right now we have a little bit of change-up for the defense of the Tarp Skunks. CJ Degen is out there in right field instead of the original lineup, Anthony Tromer. And on the mound, Chase Barron. That one goes fouled behind in the box. Let me clarify that before I get any further. That being number 20, Glenn Brooks. That one going to go down towards the dirt, 1-1 count. So again, Muckdogs still holding on to the lead, 6-5. We'll go back to Chase Barron. Comes in. That one, no good. Goes for another ball, 2-1. Chase Barron, he's made one appearance, pitched 2 innings. Has recorded only 1 hit against him. So a clean 0 ERA. No runs against him. That one swing and a miss, 2-2 count. Again, like I said, number 20, that being Glenn Brooks, is in the box. Had a single recorded, strikeout and walk. So a little bit of everything. And that one goes low. We've reached a full count. Muckdogs still lead by 1. They're trying to make this more comfortable for them. As the Tarp Skunks will only have 1 more inning. We might not have to see the 9th here if they're able to get things done. And there's that swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 1. Or, jeez.
That will be a strikeout for Baran.
That's what I meant. Or out number 1. Gosh dang it. Cooper Romick coming in. Strikeout earlier and 2 outs. Again, you keep mentioning this. I'll let you mention it one more time, Jarrett.
If Cooper Romick gets a hit today, you get 50% tenders on Tully's. So we got to start cheering for him.
That one's going to go strike 1. Again, the crowd here at Dwyer Stadium is still lively as ever. Cooper Romick. The pitch. Takes it, and he watches it go by, and that's going to be registered as a strike, so 0-2. Chase Barron closing out for Tarp Skunks. Will they be able to hang on to this lead, though, for Batavia? That's going to be a swing and a miss. That's going to be out, too. Barron posting incredible pitching speed, incredible accuracy as he deals out 2 Ks. Braden I, your designated hitter for tonight. Bless me. Recorded a single. Was able to get on base off a drop strike 3 and out as well. That one sent over to foul territory off the left side.
And we also almost just saw a fan try to catch the ball barehanded. And he dropped it and shook his hand a little bit. Might be feeling the pain a little bit. Might leave a bruise tomorrow morning.
Especially whenever you do that, it's always going to leave a bruise. That one. Low and no good. So ball numero 1. 1-1 count right now. Barron trying to make easy work this section of the lineup. That one's too high, so 2-1 count. Right now, still fighting is Braden I. He's trying to be able to ruin his perfection of a night. That one, no good. So 3-1. He's going to have to take his pick on what he does here. And the pitch. The deal. That one over the. They thought it was inside, was I. Could see him wince at that one, didn't like it. And that one's going to be in. And now we move to full, so we're going to see a payoff right before us. And the throw in that one, too high, and there's the walk Braden I thought he had, and he got it. Now up, Evan Brock, a double recorded in the first at-bat for him, followed by a walk and an out. Fourth appearance so far today. The pitch here, that one, swing and a miss. That's going to be a strike. Count moves 0-1. 2 outs still remain. Braden and I trying to get in Barron's head, take leads. Try to play some mental game here. That one, swing and a miss for Brock. Again, the count now quickly slipped away, and we're looking 0-2. One strikeout for the Tarp Skunks to give their team one last shot and keep it within 1. Swing and a miss. The steal attempt does not matter. It does not even need to be talked about. That swing and a miss is now out number 3 for the Muckdogs. And Tarp Skunks have one last lifeline. Will they be able to cast it? I don't know, but we'll find out soon enough when we come back. Excuse me. Not a great time to sneeze, but when we come back from this. And folks, we've reached the lifeline for the Tarp Skunks. Starting right now, number 5 in the box for this part of the lineup, Matthew Dumas. And he hits it right over to second, picked up cleanly, and there's the out. It's in time. Michael Wheelahan with the play, and we're 2 outs away from seeing things get wrapped up here. Woodley scraping the dirt. The throw. That's a strike. Excuse me. Is it really allergy season this late?
Allergies must be kicking in this right now for you.
And that one doesn't register. 1-1. The pitch, that one, gonna go for a ball. Pitch here and there. That one sent foul over the left side. So now 1 pitch away from making it 2 outs. 2-2 count.
Grayson, this would be a big out here. Grant Moore has been able to walk and hit by pitch every single at bat he has. So getting a punch out here would be huge.
That one's going to be high. For ball number 3, we've moved full. Woodley was able to make light work of the lineup. The payoff. That one, no good. It's a walk. So right now, up, Blake Herman. What's funny about that is for Grant Moore, hit by pitch, walk, walk, hit by pitch, walk. 5 times did he get on base. No times did he use his bat.
That just shows he's a man that likes to work counts and can see the ball pretty well.
Pitch there. That one's going for a strike. Clear as day. The pitch here. That one's going to go for a ball outside. That's going to be low. 1-1 count. That throw, that one's going foul, so 1-2 now. Moving quite slowly, Woodley. Making sure to take his time. He's got his warm-up, and he knows what he's doing on the mound. He knows how he wants to approach the pitch, and that's what matters. That might take a little bit of time, but what surely doesn't is a time for his throw to reach the plate. 1-2. That one. What? Does not get it to register from the umpire. A lot of disagreement from the fans here, and I'm one of them. I can tell you that.
So now you just got to go get him right here. Throw your best pitch and get him out.
2-2. The stare down the throw. That one, swing. He's going to make contact. Sent out over to short. Miles Manel on there. Did he get him in time? They call him safe. Said he was off the bag. The throw wasn't perfectly on target. Still thought that could have been there in time, but it wasn't. The hit also had enough of a short little bounce, so it didn't get to second base in time. And now we have one guy on first and one guy on second here. The Tarp Skunks trying to maybe either take the lead or send us in the extras. Woodley trying to stop him. Caleb Jordan sends this one high bouncer sent to first and doesn't get there. People saying Jordan made contact with Manel on the snag there, making him lose the ball. Manel took one to the leg from Blake and Herman, who was able to break it up using his own legs, but again, the throw. Wow, so a lot of unfold there. First one said he was off the throw, and then Manel gets knocked down there. On the play out second from first baseman Jalen Roque, but now bases sit loaded.
Yeah, and Grayson, that was a very tough play. It was in such a weird spot. The pitcher didn't really have time to get to first, so he tries to go to second. It was just a very unfortunate throw that you couldn't get an out off of it.
Right now, Eric Weeks Up to bat, designated hitter. Recorded a single, 2 outs and a strikeout. That one goes foul, so count moves 1-1, 1 out. After 2 hits from both Herman and Jordan that were both chopped short in infield and just weren't able to get the plays that they wanted to. Bases stand loaded. That throw, that one, swing and a miss, 1-2. Woodley trying to give him a taste. But that's it. He's very close to that plate. I'm looking at that batter's box, and he's crowding it. Let's see if that changes. If the approach, one goes. They say it's outside. Crowd again disagree with that one. That moves the count to 2-2. Said it was outside.
Listen, right now, Jamestown is really like crowded inside. Like you said, you would expect the umpire to maybe throw him a bone, maybe call a few pitches outside, a strike, but he just hasn't done that today.
That one fouled off. 2-2 still remains. Speaking of positioning, you can see center fieldman Glenn Brooks is playing shallow. He's not as deep where he usually stands. They're trying to prevent anything from, and that one sent over. Line drive to second. Can they get the double play? It won't be there. He's safe. So it's not in time. The game is now tied 6-6. So the Tarp Skunks rally late. I thought Wheelahan was able to make the play there and get the snag. He's not able to pick it off cleanly. It was low. Able to get the play out at second, not the one at first. So that adds another out here. But another run is added as well. This game is all tied, and it's getting intense. You can hear the crowd becoming more of a factor here as it gets later into the night. Man, stranded on first and third. That's a strike one. Heath Fetchick is in the box. A little discussion between the catcher and pitcher. Again, that being Eric Woodley and Cooper Romick. Pitch here, that one. Sent over to Wheelahan. He's able to pick that cleanly and touch second, so that ends it. 6-6 right now is your score, though. And the Muckdogs will have to go to the bottom of the ninth to keep things going. We'll see if they do that now. We'll stay on air for this one. Jarrett, you're in this situation. You thought you had it in the bag. Woodley pitched well. Just some definitely some unfortunate calls in some retrospects. But how do you change? How do you not let that get to you?
Well, you got to buckle in and realize now that it's like, okay, especially if you made a mistake in the field, you got to realize, okay, I got to do better up to bat now. And kind of hopefully, if you get a hit, you could be forgiven for this as you're trying to get just that one run to end this game.
We'll see if that comes to fruition. Again, just could hear from the crowd here very vividly. We have headphones on, up here in the booth, and dismay was louder than ever. But it does not matter. What matters right now is if the Muckdogs can put another number one on that far scoreboard in between right and center field. Up to bat, though, Miles Minnell on deck. Luke Rabinziski and Michael Wheelahan is in the hole. Miles Minnell recorded an out in his first at bat, followed by a walk and a single. He's going to look to hopefully improve that to another single. You know, why not? Let's just make it a home run, right?
That's a good sign. Get a home run and head out with a bang.
That would be. And that one goes for a strike. And that one won't find it though, so 1-1. Again, we look at the pitching from Carson Barron. That one, what movement there. That one looked to be outside, comes back in for a strike. 1-2's your count.
Grayson, he's absolutely loving that curveball because of that reason. It starts off like inside, but it just lands perfectly into that corner.
Pitch here, the delivery. That one high. That one, luckily no one's on base there. That one is a wild pitch, too high. 2-2 count. Miles Manel trying to keep things alive. The pitch here, that one, swing and a miss. That's the first out here for the bottom of the ninth. That's a K here. Luke Rybinski.
Right now, Luke has been kind of like the batter of today. He's gone 2 for 3, having 2 singles, and then getting out on his last at bat. But they need him to get on base right now.
And that one, another ball that gets by the catcher. So, 1-0 count. That pitch there, that one, that's going to go for a strike. So, 1-1. Again, this is what I wanted to mention, though, about Carson Barron is you're talking about a guy who's closing out for your game. And you don't want to talk about this, obviously, it's the initial mindset. That goes for a ball, so 2-1 count. But if this does go to extras, it becomes a question of how do these teams approach a pitching change going into that. That one going high as well, so 3-1 count because neither of these teams have had go into extras so far in this season.
Well, right now with the 3-1 count, hopefully it's a sign that he's starting to lose his momentum and starting to really feel all those pitches that he's thrown right now.
And that one goes for a strike off the 3-1 count. We reached full. Full count. We have payoff. Like I always say, let's go gambler. Can we see sevens? The payoff, and that one, swing and a miss, and that's going to be out number 2 for the Muckdogs. Michael Wheelahan trying to keep the game alive in a normal amount of innings of 9. Will we see extras? I don't know. That one goes for a ball. And that one sent over to third, picks it up off the scoop, and that one, they say he got the tag on the way down off the hop, and that's going to round things out. We're going to extras here. Forget 9, we're going on 10. And things are only going to get more interesting. Here in Dwyer Stadium, the fans are treated to more baseball. We'll be back after this to kick off extras. Welcome back, folks, to Extras. So with Extras, within this league, we have a ghost runner out on second immediately. Eric Woodley still out there on the mound. And right now, up to bat. And that one, before I even get to, is a hit by pitch. So I can now clarify that was Jackson Enders who was in the box, but didn't even get to say anything. And that's a hit by pitch. So right now, 2 on base, first and second. And we move to Nate Muncy. Excuse me. Nate Muncy. James Dixon is now up, the pinch hitter, instead of Nate Muncy. So he'll make his first appearance in extras. We'll see if that changes anything. That's sent straight high over in the right field. Picked up cleanly, and there's the tag up. The throw all the way from right, and it's going to be intercepted by Manel. Able to knock it down. Doesn't get it cleanly, and it does trickle over to the baseline. Picked up. No one advances from that, but from that roll, but the tag still stands. Ghost runner moves to third.
And Grayson, they now have runners in the corners with Brandon Lindquist up to bat. He's right now 0 for 3 right now. This is the kind of batter that you would want as a closer to really get a punch out or another out here to get the job done.
So correct that. He is 0 for 4. Right now, like you said, runners on the corner, so 1 in scoring position. 1 out. Woodley trying to keep things even. The throw here. That one sent high over to center. And it goes more towards right. Here's the throw. Can they get him? It's in. Oh. And the throw was over the head. It was a great throw from Jalen David. Had the arm, but a little too much. And it was just a little too high. Oh, my goodness. I thought he had that. I really thought they were going to get that off.
You really are just wishing now, especially as a right fielder, that you got that throw lower because it was a really good throw. If it was down lower, we might have had a close call there. And now I kind of saw in the right field he was frustrated on what he did because, again, if that throw was lower, he probably could have gotten him out right there.
So it looks like a little bit of cleanup with Romick. Took a little bit of a hit. So a little, not really a full injury timeout, but we'll use it right now. Again, we do remind you folks that injury tie-ups and reports brought to you by United Memorial Medical. At the same time, we look at that. That was a great throw. Just barely, like a foot high, out of reach from Cooper Romick to snag that and make that a play. If he had done that, this game stays tied. I think he had him beat.
I think we really would have had a close play right there if that throw was a little bit lower. But it's a good sign, especially how early this game is, that your right fielder, especially that far back, can have the arm to make that throw without it bouncing. That's a good sign right there.
Exactly. Right now, this game continues. We are past 10 o'clock, folks. It's a late one here at Dwyer Stadium. Everything just keeps on continuing, though. We're still trying to tree up Cooper Romick. Maybe just a little gash in the face. Not exactly too sure. I wish I could tell you exactly. looks to be okay.
For what I see, it was definitely kind of like a little bit on the nose area. They probably were checking just in case if his nose was bleeding, because you don't want blood on the jersey, blood on the ball. But luckily, he's okay. He's ready to go.
Quickly, before we get back into this, we remember, fans, the Muckdogs game is a great way to entertain a group for the evening. Now, we are able to offer fundraisers tailored to your group's needs. For all group information, please contact the Muckdogs office at 585-524-2260 to reserve your package today. And the pitch here, that one's going to be inside for ball number 1. It's 2 outs, 2 flyouts specifically. Was able to advance the ghost runner in for the score. So they were able to play it well. Because whenever you get those, and that's a swing and a miss, so 1-1, you're able to play it well. It's 2 flyouts that you need. If you can do that, sometimes you don't even need the 2 flyouts, but those 2 flyouts were enough to bring in the ghost runner. That's going to be a blueprint that the Batavia Muckdogs are going to want to follow, if not a little bit more, maybe throw in maybe a few more runs. Personally, that's what I would love to see from the Muckdogs, as any Muckdog fan would love. Right now, this game is still going. That one's sent high over to left field. Will be able to be tracked in play, and it is snagged. He's got it over the fence in foul territory. The Muckdogs close it out. Jeremy Ramos with the snag over in left field, and now holds it to still only a 1-run difference heading to the bottom of the 10th.
And Grayson, that's how you put your body on the line right there for the team. Ball was right at the fence. It kind of, when he went to go reach for it, he kind of hit his side a little bit there. But that is going to be just enough to hopefully get the team going, to get some bats going. Play like that can change the momentum of the game.
I do have to correct myself. Jeremy Ramos was substituted earlier, just a inning ago, and it was Kyle Vaughn with the snag. So we'll credit it accordingly there. Kyle Vaughn with the snag over left sideline down in foul territory. Right now, we continue things, and they're continuing to be hot. First base change for the Tarp Skunks. On the mound still sits number 20 for the Tarp Skunks, still remaining, Chase Barron. This is now his longest pitching exchange. His only appearance lasting 2 innings. He will now make his 3rd full inning debut here for tonight's game. Michael Wheelahan. And the ghost runner, that being, of course, so in the box, number 22, Kyle Vaughn. That's a hit by pitch, so I'm not too sure if that one is a little bit of a get back for the last one. I mean, you do in these situations, if you set up 2 runners, you set up a double play potential. So it's always, in most cases, it's beneficial to send up a runner up to to first base. And they elect to.
Right,
so right now, 2 man on first, man on second. Again, just a reminder, your ghost runner, as they show bunt, and they takes a strike. That being number 50, Jalen David. Kyle Vaughn is currently standing on first. Here's the pitch here. Shows bunt. Able to get that. That one goes foul. Number 10, Michael Wheelahan, is out there on second as your ghost runner. So now you currently sit 0-2. 2 bunts. The bunt shown didn't work. And the bunt goes foul. So bunts are out of options. The pitch. That one fouled off.
You got to fight now, Grayson. Jalen David this is also the top of the lineup. These are the kind of guys that you want to really, when the pressure gets going, to get a hit right here. And him on base would also help him more because of his speed and his stolen base ability if there's an empty base.
And the pitch, that one. Going to be low. Good eye from Jalen David to stay alive. 1-2 now advances. Right now, if we look at the stolen bases, right now, that is 6 stolen bases. Glenn Brooks is the actual leader. Michael Wilhan doesn't have one to his name yet. So we'll see if that choice pays off here. One-two count. The pitch. And that one going to be dropped by the catcher, able to regroup it. No one moves. 2-2 count. That one sent high infield, and it's snagged. That one skyscraper high. It lost track of it from the overhead, and that one stays in the infield. Snagged by the exchange at first baseman, who they just made the change. Jaquin Rodriguez Costa. That's a name, if I've ever heard of it.
That's a long name right there.
I tried it, didn't get it. Most likely didn't, but we'll go back to baseball. 1 out. Fresh count. The pitch still hits the chopper, and that one stays fair. And that's going to be an out. So unfortunate for Jalen Roque is that one stays in fair territory straight to the first baseman, who's able to just step on the bag and get the out. Advances the runner. You've lost the ability for a fly out here and a tag up. So have to hit a solid contact ball that must find the dirt somewhere. Glenn Brooks now in the box. He's going to go head-to-head with the pitcher, Chase Barron. That one goes for a strike 1. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Second and third. Chase Barron. There's the pitch. That one outside has Brooks swinging. 0-2. Skunks are 1 swing away from ending it. There's the pitch. That one outside for a ball. Good eye from Glenn Brooks. 1-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's ball game here in Dwyer Stadium. The Tarp Skunks from Jamestown come in able to beat your Batavia Muckdogs in extras. 7-6 is your final score for tonight.
Grayson, it was a very unfortunate game. The whole time they could not get a big lead on them, and Jamestown just kept fighting and fighting. And then when it comes to your closer, you had a lot of unfortunate situations. Very unfortunate game for Batavia.
You can say that again, just unfortunate. Had some calls that definitely did not go in their way, if you ask me, but like I always remind everyone, we are broadcasters, not umpires. So at the end of the day, the final score still stands. Your Jamestown Tarp Skunks visiting are able to get a win on the road against your Batavia Muckdogs. We thank you for joining us tonight here on our broadcast on YouTube. Again, I've been Grayson Natale. Alongside me, Jarrett Campbell. We wish you a good night.